Hello there, attractive adventurer, and welcome to a land filled with magic and high fantasy. There will be dragons, there will be magic. A fantasy world where the most ridiculous things can happen. For example, here are some gamers, redditors, and communists all hanging out together in harmony. In this video, myself and 7 other amazing content creators will be living in this fantasy world, and at the end of it, we're gonna have to fight each other to the death. But we all start at level 1, so we're gonna have to grind our way to victory. I welcome you to the D&D inspired tabletop Warcraft scenario. Like all good venturings, we began at level 1 outside of a tavern. Never mind that in the sky, we were having some metaphysical problems when we began. As we were eager to begin our lust for XP, we all headed inside and ordered a pint. That is, except for Ryan, who was underage, and Kim, who is a recovering alcoholic. But while we were enjoying our brewskis, Sean let us know that there are special chests hidden in this tavern, and it would be very much in our best interest if we were to find what's inside. And so, quick as a flash, we immediately began rummaging for valuables, hoping to find whatever it is Sean was talking about.
Go! Are you joking me right now?
Are you joking me? Okay, I've got full diamond.
Ooh, let's go!
Yeah?
I can't see.
No, I'm going upstairs.
Ah, you found
No,
it.
you guys can stay downstairs, you know? Just don't
No,
worry
I want to
about
go upstairs.
I feel it's like Black Friday.
Make sure you keep your eyes open. There is hidden chests in this inn. Make sure you look
writing your
very
name down,
closely.
Tim.
Ow!
For those who have the biggest eyes will find the biggest
What are you
loot.
saying, Sean?
Can we just...
Why you Bane? No one cared who I was until they put on the mask.
You may not take apart the inn.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
All right, I believe you all have ripped apart everything in the chests in my inn.
Now that the kleptomania phase was over, it was time to review what we'd found, and I certainly seemed to have gathered some extraordinarily meager items. So it was time for regular Minecrafting to begin. I headed to the forest to gather some wood, and enjoy the jaunty tunes that had been included in the mod pack.
All right, now what do we do? What do we do now?
I'll try to survive, I guess.
After eviscerating this tree in an evil manner, I had found myself some wooden items, and after digging into a badger's den, I found myself some stone items. Now it was time to go exploring and see what this mod pack has to offer, and luckily for me, Sean seemed keen to do the same.
I have a quest if anyone would like to take upon it. It's very close.
Give me that back.
No,
Just
Decker
follow me
Kane.
into the woods and I will show
Give me
you.
that back. Sneeve, give me my crafting
I
table.
don't know what you're
Kane.
talking. Oh God,
Sneeve, give me my
Come here to see
crafting
the
table.
I don't know what you're referring to.
It's me.
All right, Sneeve, go in that tower for me, please.
Which tower?
This is what you brought us to, that tower?
Yes.
Oh, that
why
tower.
is it- going
why
in
is someone
there.
shooting
All
at
right.
us already? Ow! Whoa! What?
Who's shooting at us?
I'm not
Oh
going
my!
in
It's
there.
a goblin. There's a It's a little goblin.
He's so fast.
I'm gonna go. Oh God! Horrible noises.
Kill the goblin.
Go,
Smash
Goblin
him.
Man! Ah!
Smash his little
Oh,
red
shoot,
leg.
that's Steve,
no,
sorry.
I'm not the Goblin. I'm a different kind
He's
of
so
Goblin.
fast. He dead.
He's dead now.
Oh wait.
Unfortunately for me, though, while that one was dead, goblins share a lot of their characteristics with the humble piranha, and indeed seem to attack in swarms. And soon, I also found myself at war with a manlet. Ah!
Trying to help me.
It's a level 5 gob. He's gobbing me.
I don't know if we should be out here. At
Okay,
night,
got
I'm
him.
just saying.
Also, yes, we are going to completely overlook the fact that my skin is one of a big goblin. Disgusted and mildly horrified by the manlet swarm, we decided to head back to the tavern, where we could hopefully stay the night. And while we were all sitting round the campfire singing our campfire song, Shadow pointed out that we can choose jobs in this mod pack. Just what I've always wanted, a realistic mod pack where you get to choose a job, work for minimum wage, and get depression. But in all seriousness, it's part of the RPG mechanics. We get additional XP, and we can even craft some specific items relative to the jobs that we choose. We were meant to choose 2 jobs at the beginning, but I wasn't listening properly, and I chose one job, which was Alchemist, because it told me that I could literally become Jesus and I could fly. And before I could select my second job, a manlet had walked in the front door, which wasn't there because we didn't have a front door.
Why is there a goblin in here? Whoa.
Oh, sorry, I let him in.
Get this guy. Get this man out of here.
We don't got a front door, so that doesn't help.
Yeah, we really should probably build a door.
There's a goblin dungeon like 2 feet away from.
Oh, really? That makes a lot of sense. But now that the night was almost over, I finally selected my second job, which was Hunter. I should now gain XP when I make potions and when I kill things. So that's good.
Well, the hand of fate guides anyone who seeks to find its treasure.
What the... Putting Sean's deluded ramblings out of my mind, we all decided to head outside and begin our quest for XP and loot. We're fantasy men in a fantasy land, and it's time for us to go out and explore. There's a whole world out there, waiting for us to die in it. But before going out, of course, we needed something to stab with. Sean found this scythe, which does considerably more damage than a sword. So I think that's what we're gonna run with for now, unless we find something better. Hit me with it, Sean.
Okay, the wooden one?
Yeah. Oh! All right, that was
a lot of damage.
That was 5 hearts of damage.
Oh my god, with a wooden tool.
Yeah. Weapons acquired, it was now time to go out in search of adventure. I would have liked it if more of the gang was here, but they seem to have ran off into the woods, leaving me completely alone with Sean. Which is, well, it's great. Listen, all I'm saying is, the more time you spend around Sean, the more likely it is you're going to get stabbed or explode. I made my way over to a quaint little pocket underground, in the hopes that I would be able to see any ores or other such nonsense poking through the top. But aside from zombies with glowing red cauliflower glued to them, I didn't find too much. That was, until I dug up this baby. The hell is that? A geode? What's a geode? I can crack it open with a pickaxe. Alright, let's have a look. Crack. I'm cracking. Oh, what do we get? Oh! Oh, shit! Yes, it turns out the geodes are cracked. Now, we may have a diamond to our name, but there's no need to tell anybody. Ah, balls, no, the achievement would have told them all anyway. Oh well. Now, just as I was thinking maybe I should go deeper in the cave, I encountered this fantastical sound. And that is my cue to leave. You see, there's a monster in this mod pack. It's not quite a cave dweller. It's a lot worse. It's a lot worse. It's called, I can't remember what it's called. Dennis. Okay, yeah, we'll call him Dennis for now. But the point is, I bravely ran out of that cave as quickly as possible.
Okay, let's go see those. You want to see those goblins?
Yeah, let's go gob those goblins.
They're fast, so you gotta be faster.
As Sean and I drag our weak and fragile bodies over to the camp filled with murderous goblins, I feel this is a good opportunity to explain how the leveling system works. Unlike in regular Minecraft, in this mod pack, if you want to use something like iron or diamonds, then you have to level up the respective skill. For example, if you wanted to wield diamond armor, then you have to have level 15 defense. If you want to wield an iron sword, then you have to have level 5 attack, and so on. And this is the reason why Sean and I are ambling our way into a murderous goblin camp, wearing nothing but the skin on our backs. We might be scrub lords, but in addition to this, we're also noobs. Look at him. Oh, God. Oh, Kim's here. Oh, God.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a huge one.
You got him, Sean. Get him.
Oh!
Oh, the little rat one's running away. Come on.
Oh, okay, I slaughtered him. He's down.
Okay, I got the... Oh, my God.
Oh, there's archers.
I am getting
I'm at half health.
slapped around over here.
Yeah, I'm out of meat.
So my... Oh my God, where's my other meat? I have some... Oh, whoa! Oh God, there's a man! It's just a straight up man!
He's coming.
Oh God. Ow! Kim, stop! No! Oh God! I have 2 hearts.
Just run! Here, I'll throw my sword at him.
Get him.
One. I missed.
You missed it. Now you have no sword. Alright, Kim. Ow! Let me have it. Please, sirs! Oh,
I killed the barbarian.
Kill the manlets. Yeah, there we go.
I need food. You have food?
Literally so free. Yeah, I'll give you a...
I'm eating animal fat right now. Just...
Oh, lovely. You gotta fry that up. Ah! Oh, there is one left. Get him. Oh, and there's a gold guy. He's dead.
All right. Let's split some bread. I'll take one.
Yeah, let's split. Oh my God, we're so well off, Sean. We got bread, beetroot,
yeah.
a bone, 1 arrow.
Can we smash? Oh, smash the pots.
Nothing.
Yeah, I got a piece of string in that one. All right, good.
Oh, Ryan's dead. Yes, as is tradition, Ryan has died on the first day. Although, we do have the revive mechanic on, and so maybe he can be saved. But as it turns out, Ryan didn't need to be saved. These people here are vampire hunters, because in this world, vampires exist. And as I later learned, Ryan has in fact been already turned into one. Good job, Ryan. Literally first day and you've become an undead monster. Sean and I, shortly afterwards, came across this nice little cabin, and we were desperately in need of food, so we decided to ransack the place. And there happened to be a guy living here, but don't worry, he's fine. Oh! 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 Okay.
You gotta get me up.
Oh, he's... That man's...
Jesus.
Good lord. Getting you up. Here we go. Excellent.
Oh my god.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay, cool.
I'll make sure I didn't lose my skills there.
Yeah, did you?
No.
Okay, sweet. Good god. I wonder if I got Hunter XP for killing you. No, I don't think it counted. Steve can't be trusted. Oh yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for throwing me under the bus there, man. Once my bloodlust had subsided, I decided it's time to use some XP and level up a couple of times. Shields are criminally underrated, and you need to have level 5 defense to use one. So that's my goal right now. Feeling the itch for adventure, and without any powder to calm it down, Sean and I decided to keep going on to this goblin castle in the distance. It was probably a stupid idea for us to take this on, being the noobs that we are, but we decided to give it a go anyway, because why not? There's a lot of goblins in there, though, and there's usually a big one, too. Like a really, really fat one.
Let's just see what goes on if I...
Yeah, let's check it out.
They're sleeping.
Oh.
Sneaking. That guy's got a bomb on...
What'd you do? Shut up!
The goblin had a bomb on his head. He came running. It's the gobber.
It is a gobber.
Oh my god. So much damage to me.
Sorry. Dude, you gotta...
Oh my god!
What have you done?
The biggest goblin I've ever seen.
Yeah, you gotta be careful of that guy. Oh, it sounds like they're shooting each other. Surgically slicing our way through the vertically challenged crotch gremlins, we made our way into the castle, and found ourselves trapped once we'd found the Goblin King.
Oh, I see the king.
Dude, where
running.
Where have you gone?
Oh my god, I came up here.
Did you go up
He
the
was running
stairs?
for me. Yeah. The king was... You could see his little throne.
Yeah. As night had descended upon us again, the goblins were keen for blood, and as their king was currently under threat, all the more so. Sean had the clever idea that maybe we just toss weapons down at these goblins below us. Sort of a Monty Python style, I guess. And I rubbed a couple of IQ points together as well and made a whole bunch of wooden scythes for us to throw. The strategy was fine. Honestly, it seemed to make them angrier more than anything. But we weren't very good at throwing, honestly. Yep, I've got the throwing arm of a wet paper towel.
There, he's on the ground. You see that?
Wait.
You're shooting magic balls up in there.
I missed. I need more sides. This is the way Minecraft was meant to be played.
Yeah.
I got him.
You did a little bit of damage.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. And indeed, it took bloody ages. But thankfully for you, I'm not a sadist and I'm not gonna make you endure it. All you need to know is that in the morning, Lagundo had turned up and we had finally cornered the little angle biter. Get up! Get up!
You little rat! Here.
Oh, there he is.
Oh my god, I thought he transformed into Steve for a second. He's moving.
I love wailing on small people.
Isn't this like your king?
No, we don't have
He's
a
an orc.
monarchy. This guy's an insurgent.
Oh! There's slowness.
Yes!
Oh, ow.
Alright,
ow.
who wants 6 crown?
I'm not gonna lie to you, this crown was very, very nice. And something also happened to my brain after I picked it up. I can't fully explain it, but what I can do is apologize in advance. I am the Goblin King!
Oh no.
Oh, God.
With the XP we acquired from killing the Short King, I managed to get enough points to equip a longbow. And my first desire with my new weapon and fashionable crown was to kill this rather rotund fellow here, in the hopes he would drop some good XP or other useful giblets. Sadly though, Lagundo stole the kill and the drops and almost gave me an aneurysm. In fairness to Lagundo though, I'm fairly sure he did most of the damage because the big guy apparently couldn't see Lagundo stabbing him in the shins while I was shooting him. And so Lagundo getting the drops is actually kind of fair. I'm just mad because I'm bad. I did manage to scrounge together a couple of other bits of XP elsewhere though, and we're now able to level up our defense to 5, meaning we can now equip a shield and are slightly less gelatinous than before. Only problem is, although we've managed to unlock the ability to wear shields, we're all impoverished and have no iron between us. Handedly though, Sean happened to know of a tower nearby that contained various forms of loot, some of which might be iron, and so he started leading us there, and just happened to lead us into the middle of a vampire forest.
Okay.
Oh god, that's disgusting. It explodes with blood when you chop the trees.
Oh, really?
That's horrible.
Yeah, they're called bloody spruce logs. We figured it must have been in a biome like this that Ryan was infected with vampire AIDS. But we continued on our merry quest to a battled tower that Sean had discovered, and for some reason I briefly became Irish, if my memory serves. Howdy ho! We took him down, boyos. Take the barbarians to the cleaners. Sorry, I don't know what came over me.
I was gonna say you changed accents there pretty quickly.
Instead of entering through the front door of the tower, since we're schizoids, we decided to go in through the side way. But as it turned out, this seemed a great way to get into trouble quite quickly.
Oh, ow, I'm poisoned.
Man, this guy's got poison arrows. Oh my god, run.
Why?
What have you
Because the
done?
guy's shooting poison arrows. And he's
Yeah.
fast.
Yeah, we should run.
Look at him.
You're in the giant log. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, oh no, oh no.
What have you done?
Y'all, help. Help.
Where are you?
Where are you?
I'm in the giant log.
you're in the log?
And so is he. And I have 2 hearts.
Oh yeah, I see him. Ah. Oh yeah, he hurts. Ouch.
Or seal
No,
him in.
I'm sealed in.
Okay, he's dead. Apart from those cultist boys with the herpes arrows, we didn't have too much trouble getting through the tower, honestly, and it was a very nice source of experience. Indeed, through our looting, I managed to get up quite a few levels, and quite quickly found the iron for that shield I've always wanted. Sean, at one point in his generosity, gave me some leather scraps to cover my naked body with, and later on, the charity continued, and I was gifted some iron to make into armor. I also made an iron scythe as I was now able to wield it. However, I made the wrong one because I'm a moron, and this one made a terrible sound whenever you hit anything with it.
What's that sound?
I don't know. I don't know what that sound is. I don't know what that sound is.
Sneeze?
It's the sound I make when I hit something with an iron scythe. I don't know why it makes that sound. It's kind of scary.
That's terrifying.
Oh, I made the wrong type of iron scythe. Oh, balls! I made the wrong one. There's 2 iron scythes. There's this one and the one that Sean has, which is 12 damage. This one I have is 7 damage. God damn it. I need more iron. Sean? Things were honestly going quite well, in a delightful change of pace to my regular content. However, that quickly changed once we ran out of food and couldn't heal ourselves anymore. Oh, there's another one. Oh,
another.
crap. Oh, no, I might die. Yeah, I'm down.
Can you run down to me?
Yeah, I'm coming. I'm wriggling my way to you, Sean.
I'm at 1 heart. I'm running.
Oh, no. I've got 47 seconds. I'm coming down the stairs. Oh, Sean's down. Okay, Lagundo, it's up to you.
Get Sneeve first if you can, or you have 47 seconds.
I have
Sneeve?
35.
I'm at half a heart. I'm at half a heart. You don't understand.
I got 1 heart.
Oh, please.
Stay still. Stay still.
Yeah, I'm still.
Don't move. Okay, I'm out of food.
I'm out of food too with
things
1
to do.
heart.
Oh, thank God.
I have no
Okay.
food. I have no food. Literally no food. I'm gonna die in a second because of hunger. Okay, we gotta get out of this
We can go
tower.
salmon fishing. We can come back.
And so we had to leave. And just like the contestants on The Biggest Loser, we were feeling sad and hungry. We endeavored to return to the tower as soon as we can, but first we've got to channel our inner Jeremy Wade and get some fish to eat. Our pursuit of legless, wingless, featherless chickens led us back into the vampire zone. And Sean and I jumped into a delightful looking blood lake. And there even happened to be a local goth nearby. Horrific monsters over there, and a vampire. Oh my god! Sean! Ryan's after us.
Swim.
He's coming to get us.
Water. I can see the salmon egg.
Oh, there's some salmon, thank god. I presume Ryan can live in the vampire lands.
Yeah, they don't go for
Jesus. And in case you're wondering why we're so scared of the vamp kid, it's because they can indeed infect you with the vampire virus, much like how Ryan got infected earlier. After devastating the ecosystem, we finally had enough food to head back to the tower. But such is the way of life, we ran into two new problems. The first of which was it was Sean's bedtime and he had to go night-night. And the second was, as we arrived to our safety log next to the tower, Lagundo contracted vampire AIDS.
Oh no.
Oh my god, Lagundo. Are you a vampire? I think you might be a vampire.
No, but I have I'm infected.
Oh boy.
Sanguinary vampirist. Wait, no, I don't want to be a vampire.
Oh dear.
How do I fix it? How do I fix it?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
How do I fix it?
Just don't drink my blood, please.
No, I don't want to be a vampire. I was doing so well.
Oh boy. Well, listen, it's at times like this, like chronic illness, that friends show their true colors.
No, Sneeb, don't leave me. Sneeb, don't leave me.
Yeah, I gotta... While I was enduring Lagundo's emotions, I started twiddling my thumbs a little bit, honestly, and ended up absent-mindedly playing with the infectious vampire teeth that I just acquired. Oh my god!
Sneeb.
No!
No, wait. Did you just get infected too?
Oh my god, that was...
Okay, so now I need to use your goblin voice with a stereotypical vampire accent.
What is... I'm a vampire!
Oh no!
Oh, that sucks. I don't want to be a goblin vampire. That's disgusting. Lagundo and I began desperately searching through all of the items that were available to us in the hopes of finding a vampire cure serum or something of that nature. But unfortunately, we couldn't see anything, and seeing as I only had 5 minutes left before I started listening to the music of Kill Switch Engage, we had to come up with a solution fast. As Lagundo's IQ is not in the single digits, he had the idea that maybe we can cure ourselves with a bucket of milk. You see, in default Minecraft, if you drink milk, then it cures pretty much any buff in the game, so we're hoping that although this is a modded buff, it will still apply. Lagundo had a bucket on him, but we needed to find a cow, and very quickly. I should also mention that Lagundo has been given twice the amount of time to cure himself than I have. I think the vampire mod developers didn't take into account 1 IQ troglodytes who might accidentally stab an infectious vampiric fang into their ab.
Ryan says, "Come to me."
No. He's already a vampire. It would make it even worse. I have 1 minute left.
Oh, Sneeve. I have 7.
Lagundo and I split up in the hopes that it would increase our chances of finding a cow. And in my complete desperation, I turned to eating vegetables to see if it would help me. But sadly, no, it did not cure me. Proving vegetables are for squares. With only 30 seconds remaining, I was pretty much just saying goodbye to the world of the living. Goodbye, fish. I'm going to join the goth kids soon. As if the game was taunting me, I climbed over a nearby hill and spied a village in the distance. And where there's a village, there are likely cows. But sadly, I had been too slow. Ah, damn it! Indeed, Sanguinary Vampiris had evolved into full-on vampirism, and I now had 2 extra hearts, a thirst for blood, and was now a full-on vamp kid.
Because tonight will be the night that I will fall for you over again.
In all seriousness though, I was having a look through the vampire powers and also using the Goog, and I learned that you can cure vampirism by going to a church and using a specific altar. This causes you to immediately die, so I didn't really want to do that. So instead I decided to explore what vampirism had to offer me. As it turns out, the place Lagundo had ran off to was this very same village, and indeed on the other side of the village were cows. I tried drinking the milk, but it did absolutely nothing. So indeed, unless we want to yeet ourselves, vampirism is now our way of life. Now, as a vampire, there are 2 things that we desperately need. Blood, which luckily these cows are filled with. And the second thing I'm gonna need is to stay the hell out of the sun. Quite similar to how the average Redditor avoids bathing. So we quite quickly are gonna need a base and somewhere to stay while the sun is up. And as luck would have it, this village that we had found is a vampire village. This is why some of the villagers are horribly disfigured, even more so than usual. I did some testing, and as it turns out, I don't actually die in sun just yet. Instead, I just get this banana-colored tinge to my screen, which, aside from being annoying, isn't that bad, honestly. No, the way that this vampire mod pack works is there are vampire levels. I am currently a fledgling level 1 vampire, and as I up my vampire abilities, I am then going to start taking damage from the sun. Similar to how upping one's rank in League of Legends does the same. Incidentally, I've done my homework and I now know what it takes to level up my vampire abilities. And we are going to need a lot of blood, so let's head back to the village. I found this nice little villager house on the edge of town and seemed like a perfectly applicable place for me to set up shop. Though I did need to dispose of the neighbors and their pit bull. Afterwards, I was feeling a mite peckish, so I popped into this guy's home and had a glass of cranberry juice. I then had a quick chat with this fellow who calls himself a vampire expert and found that he sells vampire items. And then I found this guy, vampire representative, who will apparently give me vampire quests each day. So keep that in mind, but this is a terrible quest right here, so good day, sir. Utilizing my last few days of sunlight resistance, I decided to do a bit of exploring and came across this group of just dudes, really. And also happened to notice that there's a couple of vampire hunters nearby, and that will come in handy later. I then headed back to the village and thought about heading back to my little house that I discovered just a minute ago, but then I realized cardio is for nerds and I'm currently on the gain train, so instead what we're gonna do is we're gonna dig a hole into the side of this mountain here, and that way we don't have to climb up a hill every time we want to go home. And let's spend the day, we'll dig out a vampiric lair in this delightful hole here. And so I got to homemaking, albeit slightly more morbid, I suppose, than usual. Got me a couple of roosters rounded up, and then I lured this strapping young lad back to my base because he's a complete and utter idiot. My captive. Yeah. What? What the hell are you doing? Yes. That's my boy. Now that we have our investment of feathers on the ground floor, we need to organize a source of blood. But before we do that, we'll have a quick chat with the vampire representative to see what kind of quests we've got here. Oh wait, you aren't the right chap. You're the vampire expert, right? Where's the representative? Yeah, so I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to find this chap. We're definitely gonna have to do something about his mobility. Okay, what have we got here? Kill a bunch of hunters, and then we can get some human hearts. Again, rather morbid, but sure, that sounds fun. Before I headed back to the hunters we found earlier, I realized I was a mite peckish. So I stopped by this cow for a nice drink, but I will admit, similar to the vampire representative, these cows nearby do have an unfortunate habit of wandering around, so we're gonna have to put a stop to that. This ought to do the trick. Come on in here, my dudes. You may now make love. After I was done with the Milky Boys, in an effort to fight my growing sense of claustrophobia, I decided to extend the hole a little more. That's what she said. But in a reflection of how my real life goes, I then realized I'd completely forgotten to do that quest, and it had already expired, so I had to go and get a new one. This time, to avoid my brain melting, I decided to go and do that quest straight away. That way we can actually get it done and I won't get distracted again. Once I'd killed the vampire hunters and the band members of Imagined Dragons, apparently, I managed to turn in the quest this time and earn myself a whole bunch of human hearts. And basically what those are is just a packed lunch for vampires. Next, I made myself a handy little coffin because I'm dead inside, and it will help me sleep away the day while the others are offline. As although I can go out in the sun right now, I soon won't be able to, because our next task is to increase our vampire level. And the way that we level up as a vampire is we write Twilight fanfiction. Team Edward, by the way, you people writing Jacob and Bella fanfiction are just furries, admit it. Anyway, in the real world, the way that we level up as a vampire is we need a lot of blood. So I've got a lot of bottles here, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna siphon these guys, and then we just huck our beef smoothie into this nice receptacle here. Then we just right click and bingo bongo. We've leveled up our vampire skills, and then all we did is we repeated that a few times, and now we're a level 4 vampire. So now we can turn into a bat, heal ourselves rapidly if we want to, and also see in the dark. Lovely jubbly. Now, as you can see, there are many levels above level 4 for the vampire stuff. However, for the sake of this scenario, which is supposed to be an RPG scenario, not a vampire scenario, I won't be leveling the vampire up any further. So we'll remain level 4 for the rest of the scenario. Just think of me as your average Magic the Gathering fan, who also likes to drink human blood, which funnily enough is Blizzard's business model, I believe. I will quickly mention, however, that we'll hopefully be doing a scenario on the full vampire mod in the future. Now, I will say one of the downsides of living in a vampire village is the constant attack of haters. Every so often, a group of vampire hunters will just attack the village, and although I get a retinue of vampires to help me... Get 'em, lads! Yes! Yes. The hunter attacks can be very annoying. However, they do tend to drop things like this little accessory belt here, which increases my vampiric rage duration, which is a power I don't have. However, they do drop other accessories which I can use, such as this belt and this ring, which aside from increasing my street cred, also increases my armor, which is very nice. But being honest here, the nicest thing about them is that they are unique to vampires. And as far as I know right now, there's only 2 vampires in the game, me and Ryan. And I don't even know if Ryan knows about them. So in a couple of days, we're going to be fighting to the death, and I'm going to have a slight advantage. Yes, initially I was worried about becoming a vamp kid, but now it's starting to grow on me, like a mold. Anyway, thanks to the haters, we now have enough XP to get up our magic level a little bit. We're currently working on getting an enchanting table, which is 15 magic and 15 mining. Obtaining both of those levels is going to be a pain in the rectum, but don't worry, I have a plan. One of my strategies is going to be villager trading, and... Oh god, what the hell are you two doing? Moving on, we've got this strapping young lad trapped in our vampire den, and he will allow me to buy sticks. Sell sticks. Good god. We could of course go through the process of zombifying this man and then curing him, but I don't really want to do that, because it's a bit too cheesy for this game mode. I was initially also going to use this guy to buy arrows from, but I messed up because I'm a brainlet, and this guy can no longer sell arrows. So instead, we're gonna build a, let's call it a rehabilitation clinic. Also, don't mind that zombie down there. I had a villager in a boat and the zombie ate him. Alright, you, this is an intervention. Your methamphetamine addiction is getting out of hand. Get in the boat. We'll have you cleaned up in no time. Anyway, we then abducted from the village someone else who wouldn't be missed, and left these 2 lovebirds in our nice little tomb here. However, one of the other interesting problems about living in a vampire village is that the other goths seem to be quite interested in our breeding program here. Leave me... Stop. Here we go. Because I'm a kind humanitarian, I decided to give them a little bit more room to breathe with, and then left a Fletcher table in the room so that hopefully one of them will turn into an arrow-making man. Checking in on Dingus and Jerkberg later, we found that he now sells arrows, so that's good. We now have a source of ammunition. You will, however, notice that he's giving me an extortionate price, and as far as I can tell, the reason for this is because I've been stealing their blood, and apparently they don't like it. Though I will admit, it did take me a few days to actually realize this was the reason. Oh, jeez, fuck. Okay. If I feed from him, he really doesn't like me. And fair enough. Thanks to all of the trading that we just did, we were able to put our mining level up a couple of meager levels. Honestly, yes, this is extremely painful having to get this much XP, but don't worry, I have additional plans. You see, one of the things that's holding me back quite a bit is I've chosen very smelly jobs. Remember, I took Alchemist and Hunter. Hunter's alright, but Alchemist honestly is completely useless right now, and will be for a very long time. So I'm gonna change Alchemist to Miner. I might not be able to buy a beer anymore, but at the very least, I'll be able to utilize its extra XP gains. But the main reason I want to be a miner is this juicy little baby right here. This is a mining hammer, and you'll see what it does in just a moment. The only issue we have right now is that to make a hammer we need a diamond, and I foolishly gave my diamond to Sean on the first day like a moron. And in order to get some diamonds, we're gonna have to go into the dwelling of the cave dweller, which is a cave. One of the other nice benefits about being a vamp kid is that you don't need to breathe. So I can sit down here mining away for days. My main plan for avoiding the entities which stalk these halls was going to be to stay underwater as much as possible. But sadly, the underwater cave I was just in doesn't go deep enough to get to diamonds. So we are going to have to dip our toes into this horrifying place. On the upside though, turning into a bat is very handy. But I do have to keep in mind that although I keep all of my hearts when I'm in bat form, I don't get any of my armor. So this means if I do get chased by a cave-dwelling fanatic of crazy proportions, he could very easily one-tap me if I try to turn into a bat to escape. But the main plan is obviously going to be to hope to not run into him. and avoid any and all social interaction as much as possible. I was meant to only be looking for diamonds, but as I have no self-control, I was also getting anything else I saw that was shiny. I mean, in fairness, I was going to need a lot of iron from my hammer, but I really should have done this at a safer depth. I'm not gonna lie to you, after a few minutes down there, I started to get the gamer shakes, as I knew the cave dweller had to be nearby by now. Thankfully, I fairly quickly managed to find some diamonds, and looking back on the footage of when I mined those diamonds, I'm reminded why advertisers don't send me many emails. Yes, boy, get in my pants. You're coming with me. Regardless, in a change of pace from the bad luck that's followed me since birth, finding the diamonds I did was all I really needed, so I was able to get out of there nice and quickly. Only issue now is it's daytime, and I'm gonna have to wait until it's dark. Once back in the comfort of home, I then had a look at what I need to make this hammer, and I had everything except a couple of iron blocks. Alright, let's go make some iron blocks, I guess. Jesus Christ, this guy scared the crap out of me. What do you want? Look, dude, get out of my house. Turned out I didn't have enough iron to make those iron blocks. So I'm still here with my painfully slow iron turd axe, chopping away at these blocks. You see, the XP we get from our jobs doesn't turn into regular Minecraft XP. Instead, what it does is it levels up the job itself, like this, and every time you level up, you get 1 coin. And then once you have enough coins, you can buy little perks, like this cute little guy here. I figured this looks kinda nice, and actually it'll help me level up even faster so that we could snowball a little bit. And upon unlocking said perk, I was handed a juicy little surprise. Yes, it would seem that by getting coins, you can actually transfer some of it into regular XP. And there was one other thing that I'd noticed. Oh my yes. One thing I haven't mentioned so far is what happens if you die. If you die, all of these skills here get set back to 1. Obviously, that would be extremely painful, and given my proclivity to die, for example, in another scenario, I was eaten by a snake that I thought was my friend. Yes, Carl, I'm still mad, but given that I haven't died so far, but I'm likely to die in the future, it would be a damn good idea if I had that double experience perk. I've got to say, being a miner is a great thing in this mod pack. Unlike in real life, where being a miner sucks. Can't have a beer or anything. And to be honest, if Becky from geography class says your broccoli hair ain't on fleek, you deserve a beer after that. Good God. Once I completed my unhinged ramblings, I then received a message in the chat. Ryan here, pictured wearing a leprechaun hat, I think the boy's just fresh from a raid of Lucky Charms, wanted to level up to vampire level 4, as although he got infected on the first day, he is yet to level it up at all. And Kipley here, rather creepily, wanted to watch. Annoyingly, neither of them had the ability to teleport to my village like I did. And equally annoyingly, it was also daytime. And as a vampire, if I step out there without protection, I'm gonna roast up like a Scotsman under a full moon. But don't worry, we came up with a manly and courageous solution. My God, I feel fabulous.
You guys just look like fancy ladies on a day out right now.
we
With
are.
your umbrellas.
Thank you. I took Kippers and Ryan through the Forest of Madness and all the way over to my village. The umbrella works fantastic in the sun, and it is nice to be able to get out during the day again. Unfortunately though, it reduces my speed while I'm holding it to about half, so it's not really that viable. Also, it breaks very quickly. But I invited Ryan and Kippers round and gave Ryan some bottles to do the level up thingy. And a few minutes later, Ryan was a level 4 vampire. Oh, God damn it. The damn vampire hunters are back again. Okay, well, we gotta kill the vampire hunters. Please help us out, Kippers. You don't have to, but please.
Will they be angry at me if I do?
Oh, he's
Don't let that one bite me! Ah! Don't let that bite me!
Oh, yeah, Kippers. Yeah, you may wanna go into my home, Kippers. Into my special home. Yep, run, Kippers.
Oh my gosh.
Run, Kippers. Get indoors, Kippers. I'll lock the door behind you. Okay, yep, into that room. I'd want to wipe your feet when you get in there. Look at this idiot. There you go. As annoying as these raids can be, this one at least gave me the information that my home is not very safe for people who aren't vampires. I mean, I guess technically it is a vampire village. Really does what it says on the tin. I think we won, but you may want to stay indoors, Kippers, just for now, because there's a lot of vampires out here. Yeah. We waited until it was morning, but even then, Kippers was still not having a good time. Ah!
That's fine.
Oh. Stop scaring Kippers. There we go. You know, Kippers getting chased by the vamps kind of reminds me of the normal kid at a Marilyn Manson concert. Kippers, being as useful as she usually is, gave me some information regarding quests in this mod pack. Apparently this quest line will lead us to very good gear, XP, and other such goodies. So I was definitely keen to partake. The first thing we had to do was go to a desert and find a thing. Well, that's the gist. I skim-read this and wasn't really listening when people were telling me about it. But next thing I knew, I was meeting up with Lagundo, who was apparently cosplaying as a hockey player, and then told that we're going into another dimension in order to go thousands of blocks away to hopefully find a desert. If I had fully read that book Kippers gave me, I would have understood why, but I didn't, and therefore didn't. But as I hadn't even managed to get to the nether yet, and also apparently was able to use bat form as much as I wanted in the nether, I was pretty much just here for the good vibes. Though I did feel a little bad for the people who couldn't use bat form, so I tried not to use it as much as possible. Once we arrived at our sandy destination, I quite quickly came to a couple of strong realizations. The first being that the monsters here are apparently level 30, so that's not good. Die!
Steve!
You idiots!
Are you okay?
Oh, the vampire hunters.
Oh my god, I am very close to death. I just realized. There we go. Ryan, how much blood have you got? Actually, I'm running a bit low.
Here.
Oh, there's
Some off
two
of them.
bottles.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, go nom on them.
Oh, here, real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna use
Off
that.
on the waste stone.
Hang on.
Yeah, I already did.
yeah,
Are
desert.
there any animals nearby that don't need their blood? And the second realization was that this mod pack apparently has giant desert death worms in it. Oh, there's desert worms.
Good.
Oh my god!
Guys?
Kippers? Oh my god.
Guys?
No. Bad worm.
How much damage does that thing do? Oh,
Oh my god, a lot. I'm crawling back to the portal real quick.
Yeah, I'm crawling back to the waste stone.
I managed to wriggle my way over to Lagundo, who revived me, which was nice, and then I figured I'd go through the portal to be safe.
it fully killed me.
However, what happened was quite funny. As I'd gone through the portal, so had the worm, and it had simultaneously destroyed the portal at the same time. And so now the worm was in the nether with me, who was now unconscious. Hello, wormy. How's it going? Can you take me home, please? I communicated with the gang to hopefully revive me, but sadly they were not able to get to me in time.
Where are you? Steve, I don't see you. What?
However, something quite strange happened next, and it's gonna be kinda tricky for me to explain, because I too don't fully understand what happened. Basically, instead of the main menu button, I noticed there was this resurrect option, and when I clicked it, my game sort of crashed. And then, once I reconnected, I was alive, outside of the main portal. We just decided to roll with it. That was weird. As it was now nighttime, Ryan and I could use bat form, so we decided to scout around, and I of course immediately noticed this rather large wriggling fellow over here. Kippers was very excited.
I hate this so much.
I didn't really know what I was supposed to be looking for, but I decided to have a flap around and see if there was anything that looked out of the ordinary, I suppose. Just as I noticed this thing was here, I then also happened to notice, oh, Ryan's here. And another interesting fact, apparently Ryan had gotten shot by one of the pillagers down here and was now unconscious, but still a bat and still flying around. I'm beginning to think the vampire mod might be cursed. I landed and told Ryan to flap down to me with his unconscious hefty body, and then I would revive him. As it so happens, that little structure I found, with the Scurv Lords inside, is actually the place where we have to go for the quest. So although a lot of people wanted to go home, I don't know why, I mean everything's gone perfectly so far, but we elected to stay behind and try and use our highly advanced and professional gamer skills in order to kite these NPCs and loot this temple.
Just kite him.
Oh,
Friendly fire.
yeah. Unfortunately, in all the excitement, Brian and I had completely ran out of juice boxes and lunch snacks. So the two non-goths decided to bury us alive in a nice little sunlight-proof tomb, and we just sat on the sidelines and encouraged them while they looted the thing. I would have liked to help, I truly would, but I really couldn't go out during the day. I wish I had some arrows or I would help, Kippers. There you go.
He's level 30.
You got him.
I have an idea.
Where are you going, Kippers? You going to see God?
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
she is Fortniting.
Yeah, she's She's going tilted. It took them all day, and honestly, it could have worked a little bit faster. Come on, people. But eventually they got whatever it was we were here to get. Again, I wasn't sure what that was because I hadn't read the instructions. And now all we had to do was go home, which is easier said than done thanks to this deckhead here. What I elected to do was use my delicious coronavirus-filled bat body to lure the worm away from them, while they kind of looped around and went for the portal. Telling the truth though, I did a significant amount of clenching every single time he jumped out of the water like that. Come on, wormy. It's dinner time. Oh my god. But we did manage to make it home without too many problems. Our reward from all of that was this stupid book. Brilliant, innit? You spend a whole day almost dying and then you get some homework. But what we have learned is that there's a whole slew of items that I hadn't realized existed, and I might want to think about making some of these. But for now, at least this wormy pillager nightmare is over. And finally, I could go home to my man cave, turn on an episode of High School DxD, and play Minecraft. I woke the next day with the realization that there's only 3 days left of this scenario until we're fighting each other to the death. Also, apparently the vampire representative got himself trapped in my thing. So that's good. Anyway, I went back to getting more iron. I was quite close to being able to make that hammer. And after a couple of bits of choppy chop, I was finally able to make it. And this is what this fabulous little tool does. Oh yeah. I can just feel the efficiency leaking from my body. Wait, that's not efficiency. Meredith, please call the doctor. Yes, it's happened again. Now, it was about that time I made the executive decision to change from hunter, which is a terrible job. I thought it would be good, but it's not, to smith, because alongside some fairly awesome perks, it also allows you to build the best armor in the world. But before we can build any of the best armor in the world, we're gonna need a lot more iron and other such things, including level 5 smith. So for now, we're just gonna do a little bit of excavation work to pass the time. In the hopes that if there is any iron nearby, then hopefully I'll find it. I did get a little unlucky on the iron front, but that do be how it is sometimes. At the very least, we have a lot more room in here for activities. In order to make our breeding program go a little more efficiently, I also decided to increase their room in here, and found that they actually have an indoor pool. I don't even have a pool. What the hell? However, left unsupervised for 2 seconds, these villagers will definitely drown themselves, so we're going to have to block it off as best we can. They can still have a little observation to the pool, but they're not allowed to swim in it. We don't want them to be too happy, you see. Oh look, one of them got out. That's alright, he's dying from blood loss. Alright, well, we just got a message from Shadow Mech and Kibley. Apparently they want to go on a quest, so let's go do that. While mindlessly pawing over the chests and barrels and things in this inn that had already been looted, Kippers happened to find a hidden chest between 2 planks here. And the contents of that chest were quite interesting. I'll let her read it out for you. Kippers, read it out.
This is just...
I'm gonna bite you, Kippers.
We're not gonna kill you.
Okay, yeah, I can read it, but you have to promise not to stab me.
No, I got fish. Like, that's all I can really hit you with, okay? But this is all I got.
And the scythe.
I'm not asking, I'm telling you. Bring the head of Kipley here. Within 24 hours of reading this, otherwise you must destroy the armor you are currently wearing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hand that to me real quick.
No.
I just want to make sure that that's what it says. Might say Sneeve on there for all I know. Now, Kipley wouldn't give us that book, but we didn't really have any reason to not believe that was what it was. However, we did start looking around in barrels and things quite quickly after that, and a few minutes later, Shadow happened to find his own book, which is good for him, but now I'm starting to get a tad worried, if I'm being honest.
And if there's 2, there's gotta be more. Like,
Yeah, I'll check outside, see if there's anything out here.
yeah, no, this is crazy.
That is nuts.
What? No, Kibbers? Kibbers? What did you find? Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Kibbers?
I found another one.
Kibbers, give me the other one.
That's a great umbrella.
Thank you. It really suits my eyes. Kibbers? Kibbers? Kibbers?
Yes?
Give me the other
Yes?
one. Give me the other one. Kibbers? Is it mine? I think it is. I'm gonna bite you, Kippers.
Bite me! Here.
Kippers then decided to tell me that apparently she'd found one of those vampire accessories, and she offered to either give me the ring or the book, and I wasn't going to fall for her tricks. No, I want to read the book.
Ring or the book?
The ring or the book?
Shall I read you the name of the ring, and then you can decide?
I would rather be able to trust you.
Ring of Sun Protection.
Ah, tits, that's a hard decision. God damn it.
Ring of the book, Steve. You get to choose. I'll give you one of them, but not both.
Okay, no, I'll take the book. I've got a beautiful umbrella. No, just give me the book. Don't read the book. Because then I'd have to trust you more. Give me the book.
Okay.
So it turns out that the book that Kippers had found was for Lagundo, not me. Which sucks because my worries were not dissuaded since I hadn't found my own book yet. Can I swap again? Yeah, take the book back. I'll take the ring.
No.
Okay, well, we kept looking around to see if there was anything we missed, and Shadow happened to find a bounty for Robert. But that's his one to complete. Good luck with that one, Shadow. Kippers then, later feeling sorry for me, I think, gave me the Ring of Sun Protection. However, as it turns out, all this ring does is increase the duration of a sun protection ability that I can't have. So, much more anxious than before, we decided to continue our quest, and Shadow said that he'd figured out a battle tower strategy. So we headed to a nearby unfinished battle tower to polish it off. Shadow said that these golems at the top apparently have a drive similar to me eating cheese from the bag at 3 a.m. in that they have a one-track mind. They can only focus on one thing and completely ignore everything else. So, if one of us pulls its aggro, the others can wail on it as much as we want, and it will never attack any of us. While we were at the top, Kippers also informed us that this is where she's been living, in this floating tower over here. I mentioned that surely getting to the shops would be a pain in the ass living in that, but hey, I'm not here to judge. Shadow offered to pull the aggro because he's a brave, brave man, and Kippers and I began stabbing as often as we could.
We're stabbing.
Trying not to hit Kippers. Die by the power of my umbrella!
Yay!
Now you gotta be quick. Oh my gosh, there's nothing in here.
Oh, wow.
What?
That was
Okay.
sad.
I couldn't believe we'd just been scammed out of even more loot, but sure enough, the chest was full of just terrible, terrible items. I grabbed them anyway because I'm bad with rejection. Then they proceeded to jump off the tower with their fancy, slow-falling umbrellas. But I didn't have one, so I had to moisturize my way down. To celebrate our victory of absolutely nothing, Kippers invited us over to her house for tea and a crumpet.
This is the island I looted day one. This is where I found my umbrella. So, fun fact, if you
nice.
see any more of these, go up them because you'll get an umbrella.
Oh, so you just... Okay, I thought you built this island. I was very
Oh.
impressed.
I wish I wouldn't have said anything.
Kippers then apparently disconnected in an entirely hilarious manner. Kippers just floating in the sky.
Oh, here she is.
You good? You good, Kippers? You good? There she goes.
Oh. Why was I in the sky? Oh, that would have been very awkward to join back and die from fall damage.
Well, you floated back down like Mary Poppins. So, still kind of awkward.
All right.
Shadow lured us into the nether because he had found a interesting looking castle thing and was too brave to do it himself. So after traversing the hellish Californian landscape, we finally found this little thing that Shadow was talking about. It was called a sorrow spire, apparently, Kippers told me, and she knew that simply because she'd found a chest and gotten an interesting achievement that she didn't want to share with us. So apparently this is the sorrow spire. But the thing I was more interested in was the fact that there's a bastion nearby. I figured if I flew over as a cute little bat, they wouldn't attack me. I was wrong, and immediately got clapped to the Stone Age.
Oh?
Oh my god. Okay. Well, I just got my ass handed to me.
Where? Where are you?
I'm down by the bastion. I'm crawling with all my might. I am crawling as a bat. Yeah, Kippers, just...
Okay,
Fine,
you can
wait,
just...
Steve, I don't even see
I'm
you.
right
Where
below
are
you. Right below you.
Yeah.
Yep.
That thing's
right
shooting
here.
me,
I'm
so
the
you should
bat.
be
Okay.
Yeah, he's after me, so.
Kippers decided to save me, which was awfully kind of her, and we then elected to not mess with the piglins anymore and instead go into the Sorrow Spire, which was also mildly terrifying, if I recall correctly. Alright.
Cursed? The prisoners of the Sorrow Spire.
Ah.
We're all cursed for 4 minutes and 52 seconds. What does that mean? What does the curse do,
No,
guys?
it's not like we all die unless we beat this.
That would be very awkward. Let's start stabbing quickly.
Stabbing from range. Oh god, it's such a wonderful, wonderful sound. We quickly chewed through our ranged supplies and then eventually made our way down into the structure itself. But as things turned out, it wasn't actually that hard. These guys called Grievers don't even attack you, they just kind of walk around all depressed. And then when you hit them, they blind you, but that's about it. We got some gold and some diamonds, some iron, and a couple of other goodies, but nothing too noteworthy. The best thing we got, honestly, was just a whole bunch of XP, which I elected to try and use whenever I got enough to level up something. Kipper's actually managed to find some ancient debris, which he decided to share with us, and was interrupted by a floating cube.
Here, for coming along. Here's one for you, Shadow.
There you go, Kippers.
Here's one for you.
Kippers, using the key thing she'd found earlier, was able to open up a hole in the floor, which led to the boss room. The Sorrow Sealed. Kind of sounds like a window adhesive. G'day there, Dave. How's those new windows doing? Oh, yeah, mate. They're pretty good. Yeah, Sorrow Sealed. Can't do better than those. Since all three of us have the courage of a gerbil in a snake shop, we decided to just shoot the boss from this nice little strategic hole and explore the room afterwards. However, in an awesome turn of events, there was nothing there. Just nothing. We were so pissed. No more chests? What a scam.
What kind of boss fight is this?
No.
No way.
Oh, wait, the stairs here.
I'm not buying it.
No, I'm actually, there's gotta be something hidden in here, guys. What's below this? What's below this thing?
Makes these dungeons.
I would say that perhaps the treasure was the friends we made along the way. But no, honestly, because Kippers had to log off and so Shadow and I abandoned her. On our way out, I noticed a little chest that we hadn't managed to loot because you needed a diamond pickaxe in order to open it. I had just gotten mining 15, so Shadow lent me a diamond and then I opened the chest. Inside was 4 juicy netherite scraps. And I obviously shared them with Shadow. But that's awesome, because with the thing that Kippers gave us earlier, we now have enough each to make a netherite ingot. Not that that's particularly useful, mind you, because you need 30 mining to use anything netherite, so interestingly, going back to the jobs GUI, I then realized I hadn't actually cancelled the hunter job. And instead, what it had done is it cost me 10 coins, and I had taken an additional job. So since I had 10 coins, I was humming and hawing about which perk to take, but then I remembered that double XP perk from Enchanter. So I figured, actually no, let's take Enchanter as a job. Sounds good. Thanks to a bug in our TomTom, Shadow and I rather embarrassingly got lost, but eventually we found our way back to that bastion outside of the Sorrow Spire. This time, instead of me just flying in like a mouth breather, we decided to use our elevated status to simply whack these guys. I still managed to nearly die, and make of that what you will, but we were able then to search the chest inside.
Magma creams, there's a golden apple.
Meh. Oh, I'll take the arrows though. Hell yeah. We didn't get very much, but that's fine. Annoyingly, afterwards I remember I was killed by a floating Pears dispenser. Damn it, I'm gonna die.
Did he? Okay, hold on.
Yeah, I'm down. Shadow was able to revive me, but kamikazing like that was a stupid idea, because now I only had 1 heart, and no way to heal myself. Or at least, so I thought. That is actually incorrect. I did have a way to heal myself. I could use one of my vampire powers of regeneration. But what this does is it causes my health to regenerate, but my blood to go down. And unfortunately for me, Shadow was being selfish and didn't want to share any of his blood, so we had to head back to the surface, as he was out of food, and now so was I. Once we had hiked our way back to the surface and then I drained these villagers of the blood that they definitely didn't need, we received a message from Sean, inviting us to the tavern. Right, Sean, there he is.
Yeah. Hey.
A sneaky, sneaky man.
Why?
How you doing, bud?
I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I had a quick chat with Sean while we were waiting for Shadow about any books that he might have found. He claimed that he hadn't found anything other than his own book, which seems suspicious. Anyway, for some reason, like a simp, I offered to give Sean some of my diamonds. I don't know why I did that. Listen, just in case you don't know Sean, in every scenario we've done, he's tried to kill everyone, without fail. He tries to blow everyone up, or stab people, or lock people in prisons. He's a terrible, terrible man. Although between you and me, I think part of the reason I was trying to give him diamonds was so that he could focus on those activities and things would be a lot more fun. So I teleported back to the inn with my diamonds, and then Sean turned up again, and he was wearing an interesting piece of apparel.
Skulls.
Oh my god, no!
What? What?
No, stay away! Don't be...
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's going on?
Those better be ketchup packets strapped to your chest there.
I want to know whose name you got on your book.
I only have 1.
Shadow, what about you?
I have Robert.
You have Robert?
Yeah.
Because if you have me, I'm going to press this button right now.
No, I know, I don't.
Oh my god, Sean. Of course, it was the first bloody thing you made. Oh man.
No, I actually don't have my name. I didn't find a book.
Oh, you didn't?
No.
You
found-
got a steak
I found
as
2
well.
books.
Yeah, let's all put the vampire steaks away, shall we?
I found my own book and I found Robert's book.
Yeah, I found no one's book.
But I can't kill Robert. It's like putting down a sad puppy.
Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta get rid of your armor then if you don't do it by this time tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's okay. All I got is iron armor.
Yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah, I'm only an iron as well, so. Given all the distrust around books and all the showing of explosives, I decided to tell Oppenheimer and Alfred Nobel here about my contract to kill Lagundo that I'd gotten from Kipley. Sean immediately offered me a bundle of dynamite to throw at Lagundo, and then Shadow showed us both something incredibly interesting.
Okay, so if you come in here, okay,
Just actually almost just hit Sneeze with a steak.
everything in here is all fine and dandy. Looks normal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, if you're ever in here, you guys can use this on Lagundo and Ryan if you can get them in here. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You dig down, the whole floor underneath is full of TNT,
Oh my god.
and it's packed. There's like 9 of like the packed TNT that's in the center. So
Yeah.
once you hit this, hightail it out.
Now, apparently the reason why these two are so adamant to gang up on Lagundo and Ryan is because those two have better armor between them than the rest of us combined. We have to fight to the death in a few days, so basically Sean's plan is to kind of even the playing field, so to speak. I made a mental note not to wear any nice gear around these guys in the future. Sean then told us he wanted to test a new weapon that he'd made. It's another classic medieval RPG weapon. The hand grenade. Oh, there you go. Oh!
Oh, you get hit with shrapnel.
Yeah, Jesus.
Oh my god.
That did like 4 hearts of damage as well. Good lord. Listen, try not to think too hard about the inconsistencies and theme in this video. Yes, it is a medieval style thing with taverns and other stuff, but at the same time, flying machines and nuclear bombs. We'll get to that soon. But safe's to say,
This is indeed a disturbing universe.
the next day, while hanging out in a cave, which is not an irregular thing for me to be doing, I was sitting down leveling up my smith's skill, and I decided to have a look at the armor that you can make as a smith. I knew that Ryan had some of this armor, so I was keen to see exactly how good it is. And blimey, let me tell you, this stuff is considerably better than anything else in the game. Nobody's getting my virginity if I'm wearing this, I'll tell you right now. But as you can see by this recipe, it is extremely dear, and so it's gonna take us a good long while to get all of the resources to make this. Also, in terms of my vampire abilities, I've come to the decision that some of them are quite unfair to the other players. So I've decided to impose a few handicaps to myself. The first one being that I can't use bat form unless other people are online. Anyway, so I stumbled across a village, and this man had far too much blood in him, so I offered to relieve him of some of it. Then, after a little bit more exploring, I found one of those teleporty thingies, so I was able to come back here anytime I needed extra juice. Before I left, though, I had a quick peek in this man's underwear drawer, and found these feral claws, which apparently increase your attack speed. And honestly, if memory serves, this is one of the only baubles I found over the course of the entire scenario. Now, just as I'd headed home and killed the giant fly that was in my living area, as one does, I noticed something interesting down the bottom left here. Lagundo was bleeding as he'd fell from a high place. I wasn't really sure if I was going to be able to help him, but he did ask for help, and then said that he was right outside the inn, so I headed over to see if I could save him. But there's one interesting thing that I need to mention first. You see, last night in the goblin hours, Kipley and I had been the only ones online, so we decided to hang out for a smidge. She and I had been hanging out quite a lot recently, and she didn't want to see me killed, which is a rather worrying way for a friend to open a conversation. But then she explained. Kipley informed me that on the first day, a lot of bounties had gone out, just like we'd found the other day, and Lagundo had found most of them. So my first bounty was owned by Lagundo, and he was planning to kill me at some point. This was worrying. All right, back to Lagundo lying bleeding outside the inn.
So it was.
Are you good?
Yeah, I'm fine. My dismount button remapped, and it was on the same key that I used to toggle the perspective. So I went to look behind me, and I jumped out 70 blocks in the air and went kersplat.
Right. Good lord. What the hell is this?
It's my airship.
It's mine now.
Don't press R.
What goes down? Is it shift?
R.
Okay.
No,
Shift is
shift.
down. R is dismount.
R
I
is
saw the
regular.
button.
Dang it.
Lagundo was saved, and I personally chose that I'm going to make a flying machine as soon as possible. I asked Lagundo for further details surrounding how to make that cool armor he appears to be wearing, and he told me that you need to make a milkshake. And to make this, you need building 10, because you need a goblet or something. Listen, we'll get into this later, but it's a pain in the ass. But then the conversation turned to more morbid affairs, as Ryan had also found out that Lagundo had his bounty too. So they started talking about it, and I feigned ignorance, which is rather easy for me to do.
Do you have my book?
Maybe.
Do you have my book?
Maybe.
What book are we talking about?
The bounty book.
Oh, I'd heard about those.
Because this right here in my hand is enough to double what the bounty is. So, just saying.
Wait. For full clarity, I've heard about these books. What are they?
They're books that offer 16 diamonds to kill each of us.
Oh, I see. And there's one for all of us.
Yep. And Lagundo has 3 or 4 of them.
So Ryan appears to have gone the bartering route, trying to convince Lagundo that he will give him more than the bounty is worth. And me, well, I had an idea. My idea was to simply teleport away and just ignore the problem. That way, it'll go away on its own. Now, what I would really like to do is get enough materials to be able to make the reinforced iron armor. You see, a lot of people are talking about killing Lagundo and Ryan because they have the best gear, but I figure if I'm wearing what looks to be just regular iron armor, then I can be fairly tanky and also not have a big target on my back. So we're going to have to do some digging. With my haste buff and my hammer, this shouldn't be too hard. Only problem is we are going to have to go into the dwelling of the cave person. As far as I'm aware, he can spawn any time you're under depth -30, and that is the depth that we're going to have to go to look for diamonds. Last time we were looking for diamonds, we managed to avoid him, so I'm just hoping that we can get a repeat, please. This time I did manage to get some iron on my way down, which was something I also need for the armor, and was going to be needing a lot of in the future. Managed to get down to the appropriate depth and then started using my hammer to build a hallway. For some reason, there was just nothing but basalt for miles and miles, but this didn't matter. I was still getting crazy good mining XP and was able to find resources. I spent a decent amount of time in the gloomy darkness, but unfortunately didn't find any diamonds, but what I did get is so much XP that it was finally time for me to get that double experience perk. In fact, I was feeling pretty good. I mean, I haven't died at all yet. Apart from that worm, but we're not going to talk about that. No, indeed, this time things have been going pretty swell for old Sneevy boy. Why? Now, rather interestingly, making my way back to where I died, all of my stuff had been propelled through a wall and was in the ceiling for some reason. And when I got the little bit of experience you usually get for meeting your corpse, I got 38 levels because I just unlocked that experience perk and hadn't gotten any experience yet. So that's nice, I suppose. Now, unfortunately, the mod to reset our skills automatically wasn't working. That's the way things go sometimes. So I had to do it manually. But before I'd had a chance to do that, our favorite red human being came around and said hello. And no, he wasn't here to offer his commiserations about the pain and death that I just experienced. Instead, he was here to kill me again. What a good friend. Ryan had apparently found a book in the inn that said that he had to yeet 3 people or else yeet himself. And since I had just died and lost everything, he figured I would be an easy target or just wouldn't mind being killed again, honestly, because what do I have to lose? Yeah, I mean, honestly, why not? I've got to reset myself to 0 anyway. May as well. The only thing I did tell him, however, is that he has to promise whoever he goes after next, he's not allowed to give them a warning, as that will make things funnier in other people's videos. And with that, he started stabbing me. After my second sweet release of death, I then reset my skills and was now back to using garbage armor and garbage tools. This is especially annoying because I'd only just gotten a diamond pickaxe yesterday. However, I'm gonna choose not to worry about it because therapy is expensive and it's free just to say that do be how it is sometimes. Luckily for me though, gold has no requirements. Then Ryan also gave me a steel helmet which also has no requirements. Which is odd, considering that iron you have to be level 5 and steel you level 0. However, I'm not going to be one to kiss a gift horse on the mouth, so this is what we're wearing for now. Handedly though, the haters then returned to the village, so I was able to get some more XP. And so we have begun the rebuild. From the hunters, I also got a new vampire thingy. This one says moderately increased damage, so yes please. In summary, after the hunters were defeated, this is what we're left with. We're able to use an iron pickaxe again, and we're almost able to use iron armor and swords. I also found an additional ring that apparently increases my damage. Now the ring that Kipley had given me, although it didn't actually protect me from the sun, it did give me a tiny bit of extra armor. But I'm gonna wear the extra damage ring because the more deader your opponent is, the less aliver you have to be. After trading this villager guy and grabbing a couple of bits from my furnaces, I was able to wield an iron sword again. And I had one stashed away, so I decided to take it out. While swimming underwater, I happened to find a dungeon just by chance. So I figured let's give the old new iron sword a go and see what it can do. Stabbed a few spiders, the old sword definitely got lubricated. And then after grabbing some books from bookcases I found in that dungeon, I headed back to the surface just in case the cave dweller was gonna spawn, and I don't need that in my life. When I got back up into the fresh air, a raid started in my village. But I mean, ultimately, all it meant was extra XP for me to get back to where I was. And then I also saw guts for some reason. After I'd killed the last homie, the village was saved and I now had a buff that meant that I could get cheaper prices from my trapped villager slave, tenants. And I also found this thing, which spawns little creepers. I only had one, and now it was gone. So, yep. But now we have a couple of respectable levels. We've managed to get our magic back to 10, so if we can make a enchanting table, then that's on the cards. We also have our building at 5, so we're 5 away from being able to make the milkshake thingy, and also we can wield iron tools and stuff again. The next day, the haters returned to Electric Boogaloo, and this time a guy dropped an amulet. It said it significantly reduced my health, but it also significantly increases my armor. And I like the sound of that, because there's other items in this game that can give you extra hearts. So this won't actually end up costing me anything in the long run. Now, as there's only a couple of days left until the final gladiator fight, I'm gonna start going through things quite quickly here. I threw together this enchanting room with the books I found in that dungeon, and also Ryan had given me some diamonds and obsidian from when he stabbed me a few times. I figure maybe we'll just put some simple enchants on whatever we can, and not worry too much about their quality for now. Any enchant is gonna be better than none. My goal today was to make that milkshake that Lagundo had described. Apparently it takes a cauldron and then you cover it in copper. I wasn't quite sure how to do that, but upon investigation, what you have to do is put it into a building table and then just upgrade it with a block of copper. And I can't do that yet, so cauldron goes in here and we'll do that soon. While taking one of my monthly baths, I realized that there's all these weird blocks in this cave, and so I broke it open and turns out it's another dungeon. I figure let's go in and have a look, just in case there's something nice. There's a bunch of pots around which I smashed, Link would be proud, and I saw a chest with a spawner, so I thought, maybe I can get some XP there. Over here I found a sign. I tried to read the sign, but I couldn't understand it. It was written in some incomprehensible language, Dutch I believe. I thought about going to that zombie spawner, but then decided not to. Yep, I've just remembered I've got a dentist appointment. Now, one thing that's been mildly orgasmic about this miner job is that it gets me coins incredibly quickly. So we're already able to get the next enchanting perk, which increases the levels of our enchants by 1. Underground, I was also able to find some lapis, and soon we were able to enchant ourselves something. This was supposed to be sharpness 3, but when I enchanted it, it bumped it up to sharpness 4, and then of course I got the XP bonus from using the perk. So then we were able to increase our building level to 10, chuck the chalice down, there it is, lovely looking thing, put a bunch of spooky looking green ghost things that I found into the chalice, and then bingo bongo, we have ourselves a vanilla milkshake. With this guy, we can make a whole bunch of different armors. They all vary in terms of how hard the ingredients are to get. I decided to make a deep slay one because it's easy, and also turns out that it doesn't use the gollop in each one, and you can use it multiple times. So with one smoothie, we were able to make ourselves a full set of the deep slate armor. It looks like this, kind of like an evil black knight if he wore thigh highs and a vest. The armor was doing a very good job of protecting my fragile goth body from the haters. The only issue was the conspicuity problem. And also, yes, conspicuity is a word. I looked it up, I did doubt myself. And for those of you who don't walk around with a dictionary in your pocket, what I'm referring to is the fact that the armor looks like it is good armor, whereas this reinforced iron armor does not. And also turns out that it's actually just flat out better. But anyway, if we're wearing this, we have the added bonus of people not wanting to stab us or blow us up like they did Lagundo and Ryan. So we'll stick our deep slate armor and a bunch of other valuables in this little hidden chest over here. When I'm online by myself, I'll wear whatever I want, but when I'm with the others, I'll wear gold or iron or whatever to make myself look less prepared for the final fight. Inside my humane chicken feeding machine, I noticed that they had a whole bunch of rotten eggs in here, and remembering my time playing RL Craft, I then tossed the rotten eggs onto the ground and spawned myself a whole bunch of cocks. Don't laugh, that is the correct term for a male chicken. They may be small right now, but give them some stimulation and some time to grow, and they will become extremely powerful. I am, of course, referring to the cockatrices, you sick people. Now, I really want to do some more exploring. Thanks to another attack of the haters, I was able to get enough XP to do some enchanting. My chestplate and leggings now have some good stuff on them, but I really need a way to quickly get around. Flying as a bat's alright, I guess, but it could be better. And also, I can't do it during the day, so instead what we're going to do is we're going to build a flying machine. Here's one I prepared earlier. I'm like, what are you doing in there? Stop scaring my slaves. I didn't really know which flying machine to make. They all kind of looked the same. There was a blimp one, an aeroplane, and then this one. And this one kind of looked like a helicopter, so I thought that looks fine. And it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. It did say that it was manually powered, but I don't really know what that means, so we just won't worry about it. After flying around for a meager 5 minutes, I found this strange looking house which had spawned oddly. So I decided to have a look inside, and apparently I got memed on. Now, I found out it was possible to add modifications to the flying machine, so I added a couple of bits, and now it should go a little faster. Flying around a little further, I found another one of those goblin castles, and as the Goblin King health bar appeared at the top, I knew it hadn't been finished yet. So I parked my vehicle and stabbed this manlet. You see, your one mistake, Goblin King, was being born. Inside his chest, I found a ring that heals you every time you kill something. Hang on, I'm getting shot by another vertically challenged scrub lord. There he goes. And that's going to come in handy for the sheer amount of grinding we have to do over the next couple of days. I then quickly popped into a nearby battle tower and stabbed a couple of things, but ultimately it was super easy, because since I haven't showered in 6 or 7 days, the zombies think I'm one of them. The only troublesome rooms were the arachnophobia rooms, but with my ring that heals me and my armor that makes me not take much damage, I was fine. With the books and levels that I got from that battle tower, I was able to finish off my library, because I definitely do a lot of reading. Naruto mostly, and then was also able to enchant my goblin crown. I figured why not. And in doing so, I realized, oh my god, Mary, twist my nipples, that's protection 5. I then enchanted my Doc Martens and got something not quite that exciting, but still pretty good. I'd also managed to enchant my hammer with fortune, so I headed down into a cave I knew about, considerably less scared than before. My PTSD was actually flaring up a little bit, I was still a little scared, but I knew that if he turned up, I would at least be able to defend myself this time. Luckily, I also managed to find some surface diamonds, so that was good. After about 10 minutes, I heard a scary noise. And despite my good armor, suddenly remembered I do have another dentist appointment I should probably get to. The next day, I received a message from Sean saying he wanted to meet at the tavern. Now, I hadn't been there in a wee while, and something's definitely changed about this place. I can't quite put my finger on it. Oh yes, this pumpkin wasn't here before. How'd that get there? Oh, Sean. I'm beginning to see what you're referring to here.
Oh, a bit of destruction?
Yeah, there's been a couple of minor renovations done to the inn, it seems. Oh,
yeah,
God,
unfortunately. Yeah, well, I mean, we had to kill Ryan, and this is what...
Wait, really?
This is what did
No
it.
way! Are you kidding?
No. This is a consequence of Ryan going down.
Oh my god, that's crazy. Sean explained to me that in addition to the nuclear fallout of Ryan's death, Lagundo had also been blown up, so both Ryan and Lagundo had been reset. These two facts combined made me very happy that it didn't look like I had very good armor. I had my gold pants and my crown on. So anyway, today we've got a meteorological quest. You see, this rain here is not your regular rain, it's advanced rain, in that it has been raining in perpetuity for a long time. And we we need to go perform a ritual in order to stop it. Also, Sean then told me off for being a very naughty boy. You see, I hadn't been listening properly on the first day, and we're meant to only have 2 jobs maximum. So I need to get rid of 2 jobs. Obviously, Enchanter is stupidly broken, and Smith gives me the amazing armor. So although it pains me, I think I'm gonna get rid of Hunter and Miner. Getting rid of Miner and losing my special hammer is definitely going to suck, but let's follow the rules, shall we? Anyway, so we have to now perform a ritual to stop the raid. And to do this, we have to follow the quest system. Apparently, we can't do the ritual until we've finished a gloomy ruin or some bollocks. Lagundo said he knew where one was, so we headed there next after picking up Kippers from school. And apparently, she stapled a bunch of bacon to her face. God damn it, Kippers. Also, as Sean was wearing terrible gear, I decided to give him a spare ring that I'd found in that fortress yesterday. So now he's able to heal while he stabs as well. Inside the dungeon were these random blocks that dropped little loot tokens and other such things. But in summary, the best thing about the dungeon was stabbing the skeletons because they seem to drop an insane amount of experience. Like seriously, what the hell? I've gone up 10 levels in like 5 minutes. And then we also got to a boss room, and after being severely molested for a good 15 minutes, the healing ring that I found was doing a lot of heavy lifting here. It then died and it dropped a bunch of good stuff. He's gone! Get him!
Get him! Stab him!
Yes! Oh my god.
Dang.
All right. Wow.
One of the things we got from the boss was these heart tokens, which we could now consume having completed the achievement. And when I used my first one, for some reason it gave me 3 hearts. I don't know why. I think it had something to do with the vampire accessories I was wearing that was decreasing my health. So I gave the rest to Kippers. And she gave me a watermelon thing, which I still don't know what it does. I tried using it, but it didn't work. Again, I don't know why. But anyway, we used Spooky Ghost Man here inside the Cup of Coolness, and then the rain stopped. And then I remembered I'm a vampire. Yay! That's
Wait,
the...
did that
Oh my god, I'm
work, or was
burning!
that-
I am burning! Ah!
Oh,
Oh, the sun!
Steve.
Oh god.
Steve.
My fragile gamer skin was too much.
Oh, Steve.
Back to the man cave. Lagundo then had to hop off for the evening, leaving Sean, Kippers, and I online. And well, it was about that time that Sean invited us to go and kill a dragon. Sean led us to the approximate location of the dragon's nest, and then I made a little tower to see where it is. I couldn't see it at first, but then, oh yeah, there it is. It's just over there having a nap. Perfectly safe. And I'm not a very good shot, apparently. Oh well. Now, as I had a little bit of experience with RL craft, I told the others that if we made a bunker, we can probably just snipe it from a safe distance, as its AI is not smart enough to be able to dig down and attack us. What I didn't realize, however, is that it has been a long time since I've played RL craft, and so things did not go exactly to plan. We made a little bunker, that part went well. We also put a waystone in there, and then I flew over as a delicious bat to go and lure the dragon. Sean named the dragon something like Baha Mamatutu or something. Anyway, I successfully managed to aggro Bahim Kamumatutu over to the bunker, calmly and bravely. Oh my god! Oh god!
Chasing the little bat.
No, let me in!
Oh my god!
He's here, guys. Ah!
Careful, Kippers! Oh god, he's incinerated the bunker.
The bunker's on fire?
Oh, it's a lightning dragon.
He's... Ah! Guys!
Run, Kippers!
What the hell is going on?
Have at thee, dragon! You overgrown lizard. I'm gonna stab you. Haha. Light. Oh, he's a level 29.
Help me!
Run, Kippers!
There's a ghost on me!
There's a ghost! Oh god, great.
Ah! Guys! Ah!
What? Oh, more ghosts!
Help me! Help me!
Kill the ghost.
Help me!
This dragon. Kippers!
I'm so scared being there. Okay.
Where's the dragon gone? Oh god, it's almost daytime.
Oh!
Please.
I think the dragon's gone.
I'm shooting it! I'm shooting it!
Oh my god.
I think we've won, guys. I think the dragon's gone.
Steve! Are you blind?
I found it! Found it, guys! Oh god, it's really...
Kill it!
Stab!
Kill it! It's...
Oh, grab me!
It picked me up!
Run, Kippers!
Let go of me! Let go of me!
It's daytime. I'm cooking. Ah! You see what I'm talking? Oh my god! Oh god! No! No, I'm dying! Oh, I'm down! Oh my god. I think it went pretty well. We took a quick breather until nighttime and then teleported back to hopefully retain my items. We didn't know if the dragon would still be on top of us, and luckily he wasn't. Oh, he's gone home. What an ass. Yeah! Let that be a lesson to you. Yeah!
Wait, I'm throwing things at you.
Oh, sorry. I can't wield any of this stuff anymore, but yes, thank you.
But he almost seems glitched in the sky, does he not? Like he's like
They
stuck
do that,
there.
I think.
Oh.
He's alright. I think he's... Oh my god, he's
Run!
back! Oh my god!
Run! Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back!
No. No, no. No. No, no. How did this happen? I'm not ready for this. Why? No, please. He's faster than me. He's a lot faster than me. Oh god. Okay, no, I think I'm faster than him. Maybe. I'm not sure. Probably not. I'm terrified. Maybe I could lose him in the woods here. Pod racing style. Oh god. Please no. Trip through the trees. Anywhere but here. Oh my god. Brian, I need to suck some of your villagers. Yeah, so that was good. Yeah, he chased me for a long time, and he was faster than me. He got me down to 1 heart. I don't know how I lived.
Jesus.
Oh my gosh.
All right, well, I'm gonna get off because we're just gonna die if we keep playing. All right, I'll see you guys later. That was fun.
Bye, Sean.
After Sean got off, I spent a good hour or so just hanging out with Kippers, and she showed me some of the really interesting items that Lagundo had given her, including this invisibility cloak, which allows me to just be a couple of golden legs running around.
No, here's what
Let's
I'm
get him,
telling you.
Kippers! I'm gonna kick him real good. So we agreed that if anyone was gonna try and assassinate one of us, remember Lagundo still has my book, then we would defend each other, and we could potentially use this invisibility trick as a little ambushing tactic. As Kippers had been very kind, I was trusting her quite a lot at this point, so I showed her where my secret chest is and also told her she can help herself to any of my other chests if she needs items. But me personally, I needed to do a rebuild thanks to dying to that dragon. Also, for some reason, my hearts got set to 19 after dying to that dragon, and I didn't realize for quite a while. But it's fine because as a group we all decided that 20 hearts was going to be the maximum amount of hearts that we're allowed to have, and most people had almost 20 at this point anyway. Kibbers joined me in my machine and we went to a nearby tower to get some XP. After a few hours of stabbing, we were back to where we were before we died. Or at the very least we were close. We were able to use iron tools and stuff again. We just needed a few more levels to be able to reuse the enchanting table. As Kippers is an alchemist, she was begging me to take her to the nether, since she desperately needs nether wart and blaze powder to level up her skills. She'd managed to blackmail Ryan into giving her some coordinates, and so we were simply flying, looking for a ravine that apparently had a nether portal in it. Between us, we had the keen eyes of a worm and the sensitive ears of a sea sponge. Well done, Kippers.
No, Sneep,
Oh, sorry. I was picking up my flying machine. And so it took us 2 hours, but eventually we found the portal. Lagundo then told us that he desperately wanted to come too, and after 6 hours, he finally arrived on his painfully slow flying machine. Once in the nether, the creatures there were attempting to turn me medium to well done. You know what? Oh my god, that is the largest squid I've ever seen.
It's shedding!
Oh my god, that was half of my health. We eventually found a nether fortress, and I was lit on fire by a blaze. Man, I keep doing that.
We need to block off the front that they don't, Sneep, get in the water.
I am. While I was checking memes on my phone as a bat, I ended up getting 3-tapped by a blaze. My death made me remember that there's sometimes this resurrect button that appears there. I wasn't really sure what it meant, so I gave it a click and I was back alive. Obviously, this is a completely broken ability, and very much against the spirit of the whole lose your levels on death thing. So I decided to put a little handicap on myself. I decided to pretend that this ability has a 24-hour cooldown, and also I can only use it if someone else is online with me. But thanks to the roasty toasty damage I'd received from the squid and the blazes thus far, almost all of my armor was broken, except for my pants, thank God, and my helmet. Lagundo, feeling sorry for me, decided to give me a very useful item, a warp stone. With this I can teleport teleport to any waystone without actually having to be at another waystone, like this. Beep. And then I can just go anywhere. And it's also free as well, so I don't have to spend levels. I think he was feeling a bit bad for me since he had so much stuff and I had almost nothing. Or at least Lagundo thinks I have almost nothing. I'm fairly sure at this point nobody on the server recognizes just how tanky I'm gonna be in the final fight, with my smith armor and my special enchants. Anyway, so the trip to the nether had got us a whole bunch of nether wart. Now Kipley was able to level up her alchemist skill and make incredible potions, which is one of the reasons I wanted to foster my friendship with Kipley. Sure, I mean Kipley's great, but in reality, the reason I want to spend so much time with Kippers is because I want some of those potions for the final fight. The next morning, I realized, you know who I haven't seen in a while? Shadow Mech. I wonder what he's been up to. Every time I've talked to him in the DMs, he claims that he has absolutely nothing and he keeps on getting reset and he's just in basic iron armor like we all were on the very first day. This seems incredibly unlikely that he doesn't have anything thus far, and I was suspicious that he is doing the same thing I am in hiding the best gear that he has. So I met up with him and I decided what I would do is I would offer him some nicer gear, and if he doesn't want it, then it's pretty good evidence to say that he has some nicer things stashed away. Also, please ignore the fact that I have 22 hearts. I ate another one of those heart candy things, and again, it gave me more than one heart. Sometimes when you have this many mods, it's a bit like a gerbil in a blender. It's gonna get messy. I can help you get some armor if you want.
I mean, I have some armor. I just don't have the skills to wear it. Because when Lagundo died, I got a couple of his pieces. But I just can't wear it because it's diamond.
Well, I could help you make some other gear.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, I have gear, right? Like, I just can't wear it.
Yeah, but I have some that only it doesn't have like iron or diamond and stuff in the name. I started heading back to my base to go and grab Shadow one of those milkshakes to make some of the gear that he claims he doesn't have. All right, so I have this thing. And
oh, goblet.
Yeah.
I got one.
You got one? You can make armor with that.
Yeah, Robert gave me one. I drank it.
Oh.
Nothing.
What does it do when you drink it?
Nothing.
Oh.
Not a thing.
Well, so wait, so do you have one, or you did have one?
I do have one, yeah.
Okay. Okay, so in summary, here's what we've learned from Shadow. Don't trust this man as far as you can throw him. With my weak noodle arms, it's not very far. Because for days, he's been saying he has nothing more than iron gear, and now I've offered to give him something extra, and now he's changed his story to say, no, I have gear. I just don't have levels. This is known in logical terms as moving the goalposts, and it's something that often people who are lying will do in order to maintain a semblance of realism in the lies that they are telling. So we know that Shadow isn't telling the full truth. What we don't know is why. He could be lying for any reason. It's not necessarily going to be because he's being malicious, and we certainly don't want to make an enemy of someone that didn't need to be an enemy just for accusing them of something that they might or might not have been malicious in doing. So in technical terms, my conclusions on whether or not Shadow is going to be an enemy or an ally are inconclusive. I don't know what the balls this man's up to. What I do know, however, is that apparently when we stopped the rain the other day, it's caused chaos to enter our world. And chaos has taken the form of these snot monsters. So now we have to worry about the other players because the gladiator fight's gonna be soon, and also the snot monsters. Staying at home at the moment is an incredibly mucusy affair, so I decided to go for a little midnight flight, and I found this strange-looking house. And once inside, I found a waystone that apparently called this the Vampire HQ. Hey, I'm a vampire! This is gonna be a great place for me. And indeed, there happened to be a bunch of lunch boxes upstairs for me. I've gotta say, Vampire HQ, I am leaving a 5 out of 5 rating on Airbnb. Now, going back to keeping track of the other players, because we have to fight to the death soon, and it'd be good to see what everyone's up to, our good old friend Kim Unsorted Guy Bully is online, and it's finally time for me to say hello to my old friend.
Ooh. What's going on?
Don't worry about it, Kim.
What just happened?
Kim, Shadow, do you have any milk on you for Kim?
No.
Oh my goodness, it's lasting 20 minutes. Whatever that is.
No, you're gonna turn into a vampire.
What? I'm gonna turn into a vampire?
You gotta milk a cow.
Yeah. Sorry about that, Kim. I was a bit hungry.
Hey,
Kim, why are you out here in the dark with nothing on?
What's happening to me now?
Oh, sorry. You place the waystone, Kim.
I want to find a nice location for it, but I can't figure it out.
You can pick it up after.
Just put it down. Do you want to be a vampire?
No?
Well, then place the thing. What was my house called? Why are you dying?
Why am I dying? I'm hungry. I'm dying of hunger.
Why? I headed back home and grabbed Kim a bucket of milk just in case he didn't want to take part in the vampire internship program. I'm back, Kim.
Right.
Ow!
Is that you?
Kim!
Is that you? You're a bat.
Ow! Good God! Jesus. Maybe I won't give you this milk now, Kim. Jesus. You could be a night man like me. There you go.
You owe me some iron.
God, he's full of
But you
demands,
are-
isn't he? Careful, Kim. There's a floating man after you.
Here you go.
You killed him, Kim. So I think what we've learned by this interaction is that Kim is as knowledgeable and as dangerous as a butterfly stapled to the wall of an entomology museum. I decided to go and grab Kim some spruce wood because he needed it to build his house. And honestly, he needs the help. The man basically has nothing. After giving Kim his spruce, I then headed back and had another chat with Shadowback, who then threw a few items at me, one of which did nothing, but the other one gave me an achievement that I didn't already have. Shadow wanted to make sure that I had completed as many of the quests as possible, and seemed to be about done lying to me about where he is in the game. He then also offered to show me his house, which was something I hadn't even considered. And oh my god, it's beautiful. God damn it. This man's amazing at building. It's pretty good, honestly. It's a little better than mine, which is just a hole in the ground. So those things over there, the things, if you're resistant to fire, they're easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whatever you do, don't step on the outside blocks. You'll fall right through them. They're just like thin ice.
Okay. A perfect segue, thank you, Shadow. That's the next quest that I'm going on, is to defeat one of those floaty things. Shadow then informed me that the snot monsters can sometimes turn invincible, and the only way to make them invincible again is to use this celestial lantern. Now, I actually already had one of those, as I'd found it in a random chest and hadn't thought much about it. Honestly, I thought it was an onion. After I got home, I was ambushed by another snot monster and stabbed him until he stopped needing stabbed. From his body, I got a couple of weird-looking mucusy snot items. And I had a quick look at this crystallized mucus thing, and it turns out you can make armor with it, and the armor states that it can absorb damage if you have a full set of it. So I was interested in doing that. However, these crystallized mucus snot things are really hard to get, so I don't know if we'll be able to do it by the end. But we will try. After fighting off a crack-fueled snot monster, I was in dire need of some blood, so I quickly popped back to Vampire Lunchbox HQ in order to get myself some nice snacky snacks. And as that crack monster had broken my armor, I needed a new chest piece. I found I had this necklace, which is apparently a chest piece comparable to diamond, so I chucked an enchant on it, and it got protection 5. That's right. MC Sneeve is in the hizzy, gonna mix up some turnt tunes. Next day I met up with Lagundo as he said that he wanted to attack more of those floating cloud mobobs. He lent me a fire resistance potion and we hopped in to have a look. He told me I have to destroy these spawners, so I did as I was told, and then he spawned the boss, which was apparently a Beyblade. Thanks to the fire resistance potion, it couldn't actually do any damage to us, so the whole boss fight was trivial. Just die. But afterwards I got a bunch of those little cube thingies. And these cubes are positively wonderful, as these cubes have an amazing use. If you have this anchor, you just get permanent resistance 1, which decreases all damage by 25%. And it just needs to be in your inventory, you don't need to wield it or anything. While Lagundo and I were flying home, I got a bit bored and was looking through the recipes. I had a look at the recipe for the bomb that Shadow had made to blow up Ryan, and one thing worried me about this recipe. You see that number there? Apparently when you make this item, it creates 8 of them. Now only 1 had been used in the absolute atomization of Ryan, so there was 7 more hydrogen bombs somewhere on the server. That's mildly worrying. However, putting the threat of total nuclear annihilation out of my mind, Lagundo and I went and killed another Beyblade to get some additional cubes. I also found out I was able to repair my reinforced iron helmet with iron blocks. Although this armor is incredibly tough, it does take a beating and doesn't seem to have a lot of durability. However, we're going to resolve that by upgrading this armor into obsidian armor. Eventually, though, we need to find a netherite ingot first. And luckily for me, Lagundo said that he wanted to get a ghast tear for some reason. So I joined with him into the nether, in the back of my mind, hoping that we would find a netherite ingot. While looking for Lagundo's ghast here, wouldn't you know it, we came across our old friend, the Sorrow Spire. Now, having had a little bit of experience, I made my way inside, grabbed the key thing that Kippers had last time, and we made our way all the way down to the boss room again, grabbing a few netherite scraps as well on the way down. I didn't really care for killing the boss because last time we got absolutely nothing, but this time we did get something. This time we elected to go all the way in and stab Sorrow Seal right in his stupid little face. And once Sorrow Seal was looking a bit crook, he gave us these weird hollow visage thingies. Now apparently this makes a weapon called a Tormentor. I absolutely hadn't noticed this last time. At least I don't think I did. It's quite possible I ignored it because it doesn't do a lot of damage. And my brain likes big number. I mentioned this weapon to Lagundo, and like me, he sort of dismissed it as just a weak weapon. And so we both put that stupid little sword out of our minds and decided to head home. However, little did I know, that stupid little sword, the Tormentor, was objectively the best PvP weapon in the entire game. Thanks to those netherite scraps I found, I was able to make a netherite ingot and make myself a pair of reinforced iron pants, completing my reinforced iron armor as I had already previously made a chestplate. After equipping my new pants, I headed back to Vampire HQ because I'd left my flying machine there, and apparently I now had a crewmate. A little in-flight snack for me. Bessie, calm down. It's just a plane, Bessie. Bessie? Oh my god. I used my helicopter to fly to a nearby battle tower that I was going to use for experience. As I was going to be using reinforced obsidian armor for the fight tomorrow, I didn't really need any high levels, but I at least needed 15 in pretty much everything. Bessie, calm down. As a funny little side note, however, just as I was getting done with the tower, I headed back to my helicopter, jumped in, and instead of having to do the regular takeoff procedure, it was just immediately ready to go. I don't know why, but I find it extremely funny to imagine that Bessie had been keeping the engines warm while I was inside. Then met back up with Kipley and Lagundo, who revealed to me that for the longest time, they've been trying to turn themselves into vampire hunters, and the garlic that I'd forgotten I'd given Kipley when she revealed to me Lagundo had my bounty book was the key to turning into a vampire hunter. They told me they had everything they needed to become vampire hunters, they just needed some more glass, so I gave that to them, and then observed as they made a syringe chair and then stabbed themselves with garlic-infused salad. I am very confused as to the chemical reason as to why that makes you a vampire hunter, but okay. Also, for some reason, ingesting garlic turned their names blue, and they also had access to new abilities they didn't have before.
I'm probably not going to level this up. Have you seen the skills? Instantly kill any vampire that has below 35% of its max health with a stake.
So it was now the final day. We had less than 24 hours to prepare before we were fighting each other to the death. Now I only really need a few things. I need to desperately upgrade my iron reinforced armor to obsidian, and for that we're gonna need a lot of diamonds. I got really lucky while on my flying machine. I found this sea thing, and when I went inside I was dragged quickly to the bottom. As a vampire, this is no problem because I don't need to breathe, but at the very bottom, there was a lot of diamonds poking out. So there we go. Diamond problem solved. After I was done with the first one, I went and found a second one, and this too had exposed diamonds. So to get all the diamonds I needed, I just took my fortune pickaxe and went off and found these ocean things. Popping back to Vampire HQ whenever I needed a snack. Although there is a bit of a problem at the moment. They all seem to be dying of blood loss and they're not regenerating it very quickly, but I'm able to have a quick nibble every time I'm here. All I really needed now was some obsidian, and thanks to the illegal water staffs that Lagundo had shared with me, it was very easy to get as much as I wanted. As my helmet was almost broken, I decided to teleport to Kim's house and give it to him. The man almost has nothing and should be grateful for anything I decide to give him.
Oh my goodness, what are you even wearing right now?
What happened to Kim? You're judging my fashion sense?
No, I'm just scared of it.
Oh, you should be, Kim. You should be. Yeah, you can have this, Kim. A present for my favorite vampire child. There you go.
Are you joking me? No, it's broken.
No.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll last you ages. Don't worry about it. I'm just kidding, by the way. I'm very fond of Kim. In fact, I was so fond of Kim that I started getting a little bit worried that with all the snot monsters walking around, Kim was gonna get eaten before he got to finish his house. So I headed home to give Kim some of the armor that I really didn't need. It was sort of halfway between friendliness and waste disposal. I realized it would probably be easier if I just invited Kim over to my house, and then that way he could, try stuff on before I give it to him. And while I was showing Kim around, I then realized some of the villager children must have escaped into the pool and grown up and now were too big to get out. This is where I exercise the villagers, Kim, make sure they grow up.
Oh no, poor things.
They're training. They're training for the Olympics. I want them nice and strong. Don't want them stringy. I offered Kim some of my armor, but he said he would be absolutely fine and didn't need my help. So I headed home. There's plenty of more work to do. 2 seconds later, Kim had died. Kim!
Oh,
Run!
Oh no! I was not even looking at my screen. What happened?
You were killed by a monstrous being. Oh god, I'm gonna die in the
I
sun.
didn't even see it.
I got you, Kim. Don't worry. Or maybe I should just let you die.
No, you can't do that.
But you didn't want to be my child, and it hurt my feelings.
It's back.
Oh, so it is.
What is after me?
You're an easier target, that's why. Ow. Oh, it hurts. Ow, that actually really did hurt. Oh god, I'm low on health.
I have blood on me. Here, take this heart. I dropped it on you.
Oh, thank you. Oh wait, Kim, you're dying. I forgot. Sorry.
Yes. I'm close to dead here. I'm just waiting for you to heal up.
I had completely forgotten. No, I'm sorry.
Oh my goodness.
Just writhing and clutching at my ankles, and I'm just... Hang on, what was I doing again? Look at my wristwatch. This time I actually did give Kim some equipment. I gave him this bow so he could hopefully shoot things from range and not get up close to things. And I quickly headed home to grab him some better armor, and he died again.
Help me!
I leave you unattended for 2 seconds, Kim. The second I left, you ran straight to the outlets with that fork. After I'd given Kim some of my old enchanted iron armor and felt confident that he would survive more than 5 seconds unsupervised, I was finally able to head home and start working on my own machinations. Now, just for S&G, I decided to make a tormentor. The reason I made it was simply because I had the materials, and I figured maybe it would be a useful side weapon if my main weapon was running out of durability. I then discovered what the tormentor does. Oh my god. It completely chains them in place for about 5 or 6 seconds. That is insane. Needless to say, I had objectively the best PvP weapon on the server, and it was imperative that I don't tell anyone about this weapon. And indeed, it occurred to me, if I can turn up to the final fight as the only person who knows about this weapon, there is a very good chance that I actually might be able to finally win one of these scenarios. Now, while I was having a fly around, I've noticed this weird skeleton statue. I had never seen one before, but it dropped a whole bunch of weird, gloomy bones. And as it turned out, this is going to be a very important part in me making my weapon I'm going to be using for my gladiator fight. I'm going to use the Tormentor, of course, but I need a weapon that can do high damage as well. The goal being, lock him in place with the Tormentor and then whack him with the damage stick. Because the Tormentor itself doesn't do much damage, and its little chain thing has a cooldown, as you can see. So there's most likely going to be periods during the fight where I have to stand on my own 2 feet, and they won't be chained up. Now, just as I was about done exploring for the day, old mate Kippers popped round to say hello.
Oi! I don't like this. What is this? What is that?
I locked you in the chains of Hadar. Or the arms of Hadar.
What? Wait, how do you make that?
Check it out.
Wait, what, the sword?
Yeah, hit me with it. Ah! Oh my god!
Yo!
It's like cobwebs, but mobile.
Oh my gosh, how do you break out of that?
I don't know.
How do I? Can you put that on my sword? Oh my god.
No, it's the sword itself. It's called Tormentor, and you need the hollow visages. I can't remember how Lagundo and I got those. Oh, we got them in one of the nether thingies. Yes, good bloody job, Sneeve. You had one advantage for the final fight, and you've just thrown it away. You absolute brainlet. If my fat mouth had been the same size as my brain, maybe I would have stood a chance. I'm just kidding, of course. Kipley has been a very, very good friend to have in this fantasy land. The real reason I told her about the Tormentor is so that if I don't win, I want her to win. One of us has to beat all these other nerds and claim victory over the people who keep on winning these damn scenarios. Plus, between you and me, I still really want those potions from her on the final day. I also told old Kippers about the oxidized anchor that gives you permanent resistance as long as it's in your inventory, and told her to make one of those for the final fight. We knew that Lagundo was going to be tough to beat, and the others we don't even know. They could be even harder. So we decided to go to an alternate dimension, kill a lich, a yeti, a big snake man, and my ex for some reason. But the best thing that we found by far was this seeker bow. We didn't exactly know what it did just yet, but once we got home, we tested it out. Oh my god.
Oh!
I'm gonna go even further.
Steve.
Oh my
Steve.
god.
I won't even be able to put this in my video, but what the fuck?
So we now have ourselves a very nice bow. All we need is a weapon. Thanks to the sheer quantity of snot monsters that have been attacking me over the past couple of days, we were actually incredibly close to being able to build the snot armor. And a couple of snot monster attacks later, I was able to build it.
Mucus Knight.
I'm a snot man.
Oh my gosh, you are.
Unfortunately, it's not very good. I don't really know what it was speaking about when it referred to the absorption thingy. My reinforced obsidian armor seems to be stronger. A lot stronger as well. Now, in terms of my final weapon, I was able to make this divine sickle from all of the cubes we got for killing the Beyblades. It already does an okay amount of damage, but what I realized is it can be upgraded with the essence of one of those tic-tac things from the nether. Luckily, I already happen to have some essence, so I was able to make the sickle, and now we can test it out on some of the most horrible monsters to exist in Minecraft. After deleting those sheep from the game, it was then time to test it out on more fearsome foes like these cultist guys, and I found that it does a pretty damn good job, as well as giving me a whole bunch of other buffs. Although I'm not certain these buffs will come in handy in the final fight, unless it's a free-for-all, as I only get the buffs after I've killed something. So all we need to do now is have a quick chat with Kippers about potions, and then I think we're ready. We're ready to stab. My only regret, really, is I hadn't been able to get full obsidian armor. The reinforced iron breaks awfully quickly, and although I will be able to repair this a little bit, it just annoys me that I didn't manage to get full obsidian on everything. But it was time to go, so I said goodbye to my children. Alright lads, you keep training. I'll be back tomorrow. I quickly teleported to Kipley's lab before we were scheduled to fight in the middle, and Kipley had some rather impressive looking enchanted armor. And I should know, I enchanted it for her the night before. You see, we'd agreed that if I enchanted her armor, she'd give me as many potions as I needed, which I quite liked because I was able to semi-control the amount of enchants she had. I gave her some good enchants, but nothing too crazy. I saved those for myself. I was really hoping that either Kippers or I will be the one to win this scenario, but of course preferably me. I did lose a little bit of heart when I saw that she'd made the same sickle thingy as me, and she told me last night in the goblin hours she'd also managed to make a tormentor. At which point I was kind of thinking, maybe I should have given her worse enchants. But we knew at this point we were going to be fighting in a round-robin style tournament, and these were the matchups. First it was going to be Sean and Kipley, then Kim and Robert, and so on, with the winners moving on to the second round. Once all of us arrived at Kim's beautifully built house, Sean then decided to pop home for a minute, and something happened.
Yep.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Try that.
Whoa, 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 whoa!
Oh,
What was that?
Oh no! What's
Help me
going
up,
on?
help me up, help me up, help me up.
Help me!
Oh,
What's going
my.
My house!
I knew that was gonna happen.
What Lagundo? Oh,
I did not do
lagging.
that. I did not do that. I did not.
You
I
saved
can't
me.
Kim, I can't res you.
No, you cannot be. You're lying.
No, I am empty-handed. Server's lagging. The server's lagging.
Oh
I'm typing
yeah,
messages.
server's lagging.
Oh yeah. Timer's not going down for me.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So allow me to explain what just happened. So Sean, in a last-ditch effort to win the finale, had set off a nuke, which crashed the server. As I understand it, his plan was to nuke everyone. That way he would be the only one in good weapons and tools for the final fight. Of course, the only problem was, those of us with really good gear survived the blast and only the weakest ones were killed. Recognizing this, Sean decided to undo any of the deaths, so we would just go into the fight as we were before the second nuke occurred. What happened to Kim? Did he die?
There goes, yeah.
Poor Kim. Suddenly, we were all teleported to a fantastic arena, where the first rounds of fights would take place. And first up was Sean and our good friend Kibbers. This shouldn't take long.
No,
Yeah,
no.
They're getting close.
Yeah.
Oh,
What are you doing?
Kipley's-
What is that potion? Oh, what the hell is this?
Oh my god.
Just stay right there, alright, Sean?
No way,
Stay right
Sean's
there.
done.
Kipley, what are you doing?
Oh, he's out.
What is that? You use the god spell?
He's healing.
Yeah, that's the heal spell.
What are you shooting at me?
Kipley's going
What are you
crazy
shooting
right
at me?
now.
Why does yours go through blocks?
Sean's getting
Kipley,
wrecked.
Yes?
immediately
Sean's
stop.
taking so much.
Wait, what? I feel like you haven't taken any damage, though.
I haven't.
He's got really strong armor.
Oh man.
I can't even hit you. What is this?
Oh,
What
he's
is
stuck again.
How's he still
The
alive?
little bunny's dying.
He's dead.
Oh, God. I'm sorry, Sean. It was a
Do
good
it.
fight. It was a good fight.
Except I have one more trick.
Please don't drop another hydrogen bomb.
What bomb?
No more bombs, Sean.
One more. I'm putting the vest on.
No vest. No vest. It was a good fight, Sean.
He's gone.
Hey.
Next up was Kim and Robert, and they had agreed to do a gentleman's duel. Both in full iron with a shield and a sword, some bread to eat, and that's it.
Let me see you.
I'm here, Kimberly.
Okay.
You
We
have
have,
the high
we have a
ground.
stream of lava between us.
I have the high ground.
Wait. No, I have the high ground.
No, I have the high ground.
No, I have the high ground.
Go, Kim.
Ah! You cannot defeat me. I'm too strong.
Kimberly. Kim. Come here, Kim.
No. This is where you
Kim,
are.
this is it.
No.
This is it.
No.
All right. Now, Lagundo versus Shadow.
Ooh.
Enter the arena.
Get over here, Shadow. Oh, wait, what?
Where? I don't. What weapon?
Jesus.
What is that?
What? My weapon?
Yeah. You turned off my healing?
Oh my god.
What was?
Oh my god.
You turned off my healing?
Did I?
No.
Oh.
That's. Oh, he had an enchanted golden apple too.
Hold on.
I wasn't gonna. I
promised
wasn't
me.
gonna bring it out until. I'm
That's for
sorry.
you. You earned that. Make it fast.
What are you doing to
Oh
him?
man.
He turned him into stone. He had a gorgon head.
Wow.
He turned
That
into
was a
stone.
battle. Go ahead, Shadow.
my
Go ahead,
goodness.
Shadow. Break his
Jesus.
stone body. Do it.
Evil Laguna doesn't deserve this.
He's gone. Turned into a cobblestone.
Reduced to a clown.
Evil timeline. Done.
What was this?
Lagundo turned into pure
Okay,
cobblestone.
don't tell me. I need to know later. But oh my god.
And now it's finally my turn. Me versus Ryan. I don't really know what Ryan's been up to, so I'm a little nervous. But hopefully, all the preparation I've done means that I might be able to squeeze this one out. Here we go, people. Everything we've been preparing for.
Come here, Steve.
Nope. Nope. Ah.
What?
Nope.
Oh. What? No! Hold up!
No!
Not again! Oh.
Sorry, Ryan.
My goodness, Steve.
What
How could
happened?
you?
Who won? My hands are literally shaking. Jesus.
Ryan,
The chains!
welcome to the losers with me and Kim.
Yeah!
Now I
let's
have
go.
to find someone better. This is no better than losing.
And especially when you see the next arena.
Oh god. Sorry, Ryan. Next it was Kipley and Robert.
I see. I'll fix.
I will have honor. I hope you will as well.
Oh god.
That was not me who did that.
Oh, Kipley, will you honor the gentleman's request?
I don't know. I'm thinking, man. I don't want to
Lagundo.
die. All right, good. You know what, Robert? Either way, I respect it, man. I respect it.
Honorable duel. No matter what happens, Kim, go inspector. Get out of here.
All right.
I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, 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 ho. Whoa! Whoa! What's these moves you have?
They're not moves.
These are quite unfathomable moves. Whoa! What a steak!
Oh, I only had one hunger bar.
Oh my goodness. Oh, that was a big one. Oh. Oh, you got me. You got me good. I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding out. Ooh, I'm down to have a bar. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wow. Whoa. Get away from me.
Kim.
Nom nom nom.
Yeah, we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat. Yeah, we eat. We eat. Whoa, whoa, whoa. No, that was a crit. Come here. Come here. No!
Oh god.
You've killed me.
I'm sorry,
Kipley.
Robert.
Take me out.
It was a good fight, Robert.
An
It was an
honorable
honorable duel.
Teabag. Teabag.
Okay, kid.
Next, it was me versus Shadow Mech, and I had agreed to a gentleman's duel. The main reason being, in the first duel, Shadow was able to turn off Lagundo's healing with his weird scythe thing, and I wasn't interested in that, so I figured gentleman duel is my best option. I actually fought him twice. In the first one, I beat him handedly, but I realized the reason for this was because I had those little vampire accessories, so I deemed that quite unfair, took them off, and then we had a real second fight. As I was fighting a gentleman's duel, I of course turned on my highly polite and distinguished persona.
2, 1, begin.
All right, you knob goblin, I'm gonna have you. Here we go. On guard,
Don't need
sir.
that language.
Stabbing. Stabbing. Stabbing in progress. Stab. Ah.
You stab.
I am
Doing
stabbing.
this to please us.
Yes.
I stab.
I
Give people a
stab.
thumbs up or thumbs down.
I
We all
stab much.
stab.
I stab much good.
Always.
Stabbing. This is for you, Kim, who is so easily slain. Oh my god, I killed him again.
Oh, you did it
Oh,
again.
he's
Oh
down.
my god.
Oh no.
Oh wait,
Archer,
Why is his
Shadow.
door?
Bite him once again.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness, what is happening here?
I'm not enjoying this, and I know it sounds like I'm enjoying it. I'm not.
You can be born again as my thrall, Shadow.
All right, born again.
I still have no idea how I won that fight. Kind of feel like Michael Scott in that picture.
The
Kipley.
finale.
Oh, Sneeve.
versus Kipley.
Oh no!
You got this.
By some logistical mistake, I appear to have made it to the final round, and unfortunately, that means I'm now fighting Kippers, who I largely equipped. However, I made the correct decision to give her worse gear than me, so I do stand a chance here. And Kippers had given me a bunch of potions before the fight, so honestly, things are kind of even here. I just hope I can squeeze it out. Though I do worry if I win a scenario, it might cause the heat death of the universe.
Are you ready? Let the battle commence.
Whoa.
Begin.
Don't worry, it's not gonna hurt you guys.
It's not gonna hurt you guys. Go ahead.
They're like both scared to leave there.
I am terrified. Kippers is gonna clap my cheeks.
Hi,
Oh.
Steve.
Oh my god, she's summoning skeleton men.
Oh my god, this guy's so needy.
Oh my god, Kipley's zipping around the arena. My grandmother would be so happy to see both of them.
No.
Oh god. Like a well-dressed tulip. You can only find.
Oh.
Oh no. Oh
It
no.
hurts. It hurts my fragile body.
Oh, Kipley chained up.
The skeleton, please piss off, son.
Yes, skeleton.
No, bad skeleton. You goblin. Go away. I can't see. I'm permanently nauseous.
Spectator. Look at spectator.
Oh, wait, my quiver's been cleared. Oh, God.
Oh, sorry, I'll stop.
No, go. Keep using it. You're fine.
No!
Oh, he's been chained again.
I hate this. It's so
My
not fair when
grandmother's
it happens to
chained.
you. Where's she gone? There, get over here, kids. I think this is a battle of attrition, Kibbers.
Steve Unchained.
Sneeve Unchained. Yeah. It hurts me. No! Oh boy. This hurts my fragile body. Ow. Your turn, Kibbers. Get back here. No. Ow. Oh, you do have arrows, you lying.
That was a poison arrow. What do you mean?
I feel mildly poisoned. It's like eating at P.F. Chang's. Right, you're going down, Kibbers. No, you're so fast. Mrs. Hedgehog over here, get back here. Oh, no. It hurts me. No. Oh, God, I'm genuine. I'm dying. No.
Steve!
Stabbing.
Let me go! Let me go!
Why are you immortal? Oh, you have the potion. You cheeky girl. Oh, God.
Stop eating hearts! You little vampire! Come here!
Ow! Ow! Oh, I just realized this is Vampire vs. Vampire Hunter. How thematic.
Oh, yeah!
Perfect for the next scenario.
Oh, no!
Oh! GG, Steve, I'm
Oh,
sorry!
my God. My boots broke.
We were friends throughout this whole thing. It broke. My armor is halfway dead.
Damn it! All right.
It was a good game, Steve!
Please,
It was a good game!
Please enter with generous fragility.
Get out of here, Kim. All right. I'm sorry.
Ow. Keep going. There you go. One more.
And Kipley's the winner.
Well. Kibbers is just better than me. She's better at PvP. That's it, fair and square. I honestly had a few advantages. I don't know if you noticed, but in the last couple of seconds there, the boots that I hadn't managed to upgrade to obsidian had broken. And this was the main reason I started taking so much damage towards the latter end of the fight. If I'd managed to upgrade them to obsidian, maybe I would have won. Maybe. But sadly, we do not live in the awful CGI alternate universe, and so I got killed by Kippers. Slapped around like a wet paper towel, and she is the victor of the scenario. Well done, Kippers. You bloody well earned it. Thank you so much to all the patrons, who are beautiful, attractive, handsome, and also quite fun to hang around with, if I do say so. Thank you for letting me feed myself. I do enjoy being alive.